One.
Welcome in, everybody.
Did I do it right?
You did.
One.
Welcome in, everybody.
3, 2,
Craig's.
1. Man, my glasses are dirty.
Yeah, I told you. Chris just mutes me. I think it's really quiet though.
How in the world is everybody? Hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day weekend.
Chris, I'm gonna make sure to speak right when Jason's doing something really good camera wise. You know, like it's like the perfect bit for you to record.
Tap that mic. Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds.
You mean
good,
when
kid.
Chris is like, "Okay, this is great."
Yeah.
Jason, why don't you tell me again how you did that?
Yeah, I'll make
what
sure.
What color was that? And
interrupt it.
Gabe's gonna go on a. So, have you ever heard of the altitudes?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just here to make Christopher's job. Make sure Christopher has a job. Something to do.
Something to do. Like Chris doesn't have enough to do.
True.
Hey,
We could add more to his list.
He needs us poking him. Okay, chat. Here's the deal.
Christopher's got a Thanksgiving dinner plate full of stuff, and I'm just gonna add more to it.
Here's the deal, chat.
nothing like a little cranberry.
We started this. We started this guy as a palate cleanser on Friday when Jen and I were here.
Yeah.
So we started this. We did the bisected purple and yellow
Yeah.
tunic.
Did you just draw this right down the middle? I guess. Sorry,
Yeah.
It's not. I have not seen this model. This is just a straight up tunic, right? This wasn't too. It's not designed like this.
No.
Oh,
no,
cool.
That's
great.
I just kind of did it through the
That
middle.
looks awesome.
It's all one.
Okay.
Thing.
Yes.
I think technically
Gotcha.
these guys are Crusaders, so I think technically they would have like cream white and like a Crusader cross on them or something like that.
It
I don't
looks
know.
almost separated. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
it turned out really nice. So, so we could continue on this guy and do like the chainmail and the metallic and stuff like that if we wanted, or
I think you should do it again for the people.
I have
1,000 new models.
a whole army
Oh my gosh.
that needs a color scheme.
What is that knight from, Jason?
And this is from Conquest.
Show the people. Not just one model. We have many models.
It's from 100 Kingdoms.
Many models.
Conquest 100 Kingdoms. They're called Crusaders. These are Crusaders or men at arms.
That's a lot of stuff, Jason.
So we have those.
What could we possibly do?
But I have a
Mhm.
tremendous amount of models that need to figure out a color scheme.
That are not Tau.
That are not Tau. That we still are not Tau. But I could
Tau Free Monday.
play around with a color scheme for my Shadow Flame shard
Those are not
Chimera
so fun.
models for War Machine.
Dallas, what's going on, man?
I could. Oh, don't. Dallas won't let us paint these.
No. It's not what I want. It's what he wants. Paints of the Hut. Colossal Meltdown. Because of Jason painting a Conquest figure, I am now on a Conquest army and possibly a second one. Tell them we sent you.
Tell them we sent you.
We have a lot of Conquest. We have a lot of War Machine. We have a lot of Tau.
Got to vote for War Machine.
One Step has changed the way I paint glowy bits, just so you know. says
Isn't it
Dallas.
good?
It's good
Isn't it
stuff,
good? It's
Dallas.
almost like instantaneous with the bright colors. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's something. How are we all doing? Jeff, Scorched Earth, Chess Boxing. We got Dallas, Wad, Droth, One Wolf Paints, Non-Metallic Meatball, Sandwich Bro, Jeffrey.
Double T. That's funny.
All you good people.
You're in Indiana, and there's a lot of Conquest there.
Oh, really?
They're neat models. The scale is a little bit larger, so but still not quite like your typical heroic scale. They're more like like the Star Wars Shatterpoint models or something like that, where they're more realistic in their sculpting. Of course, they are fantastical a little bit in like how the helmets and the the monsters and stuff like that go.
Right.
But they're not like like you can tell by the thickness of the hammer here, the little war hammer, that it's not like a big chonky stuff, right? So they're pretty cool. I like them.
I like they feel classic. That's the word
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
Yeah, they have a classic look to them, but they have enough differences in them to make them, like I said, a little bit fantastical. It doesn't feel like you're painting just a historic figure.
Dallas
Right.
said, I did a yellow followed by yellow-orange mix over bright ivory. My goodness.
Awesome.
Glad you're liking them, man.
Awesome. Hope you're doing good, Dallas. Good to
Chessbox
see you.
said, picked up my Armageddon box and not sure what to do with the models. Should they go on the top of the pile of shame or the bottom? I'm sure a lot of you do have those out there.
I would put the Orcs on the top and the Space Marines on the bottom. Because aren't the Space Marines just more of the same?
Are they? I think they're different sculpts.
Maybe so.
I think they're different sculpts.
I don't know what was in it.
You
But
had-
the Orcs I feel like should go on the top.
the Orcs are pretty cool.
Derelictor, this is Conquest. It is along the same vein as a Victrix model, but look at the scale difference. Right?
Matrix. Oh, right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Big boy. The Victrix models are true 25 millimeter or 28 mil. That shows you scale creep over the years, right?
Scale creep.
When miniatures were fresh, they were all kind of this size. The first Lord of the Rings stuff was like this.
Yep.
It's the first like
They're still
real
pretty
playable
small.
standard, I think, was this like 25, 28-ish millimeter stuff. And now we're into big chonky boys, which I like. I do like the chonkiness because I'm getting old and my eyes sucked. They don't really, but I do like the bigger details and fun. All right, so what's it going to be? New color scheme, test out some new fun stuff for new color scheme, or continue with new fun stuff on this model that we started painting here? What do you want to see? What do you want to see? I saw we had a couple of votes for War Machine.
Whip up a poll, Chris.
You can whip up this poll.
Yikes.
Wow.
How about you whip up this?
Wow.
What?
Yikes.
Wow.
This is
Yeah, right. Double T's like, well then. Wow. Whoa. Jeff Brando finished the night. Chess Boxing Ogre says, Conquest, get your vote. I think that right now, finish the night.
Choo choo.
I feel like the new stuff is getting the most votes, though.
But what would Jake do?
Bogus Mage, hey, yeah. Thanks for the questions last night. It was fun.
Sandwich Bro says, how would you recommend going about painting hazard stripes on shoulder pads for Space Marines?
I freehand everything. So yeah, I'm with you. I don't like the strips of tape and all that. I just freehand them. And the easiest way to do that is to paint it all yellow and shade the yellow and then come back with black stripes, because it's much easier to go opaque black over yellow than opaque yellow over black. So.
Wait, there was a stream last night by Jason?
No.
No.
I was on Ed and
Yeah.
the
Monster Den Minis. The
yeah,
miniature-
Monster Den Minis, and they had the
Miniature of, or Council of Mini
Council of
Painters.
Mini Painters. I joined in with them, and they asked a bunch of questions. I gave some questionable answers. It was good. It was good.
He answered their questions with many more questions.
It says also, what would you recommend as an alternative starting color for gold, as you don't have magnesium when dealing with metallics?
Yeah.
Any of the opaque browns are a great start for gold. You don't have to start with a metallic color. You can do something like dark umber, even warm brown works really well. Then you can go rich gold and bright gold over the top of that. Or you can start with something like dark bronze, if you have dark bronze. The Procure brush on primers, do they handle any different on metal models than plastics? And if so, any tips on application? No. You just typically don't thin them when you're putting them on models. A little bit of dampness on your brush and just put on thin coats on the model. They work on metal just as well as anything. How did you keep the lines straight and consistent? Which ones? When doing hazard stripes?
No, yeah, when doing hazard stripes. We have a great video on that, by the way. I will send it here as well.
When we're painting them, you just kind of have to pop in close.
Yeah.
When you're doing hazard stripes, the idea is to first go in and with your brush, let me get this damp. Right? When you first go in, you want to make a thin line that just places kind of the center of where you want the hazard stripe to be. And then once you have all your thin lines laid in fairly well spaced, then you go back and thicken them up, because that allows you, like if I were to, here, let me put some paint on my finger and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We get some black. If I just go get some black and I want to paint straight lines, one of the things is I guess number one, if you pop out a little bit,
Yeah.
is don't paint from your wrist. Because if you're moving your wrist and trying to paint without balance on your hand, making a straight line is very hard. It'll create an arc, right? Because your wrist is a ball joint, and so as it goes across a ball joint, it's trying to make an arc across the circumference of how the ball joint moves. So what you want to do is kind of I just use my pointer and my thumb and rest it along my middle finger, and then when I hit the model, I just kind of use those two fingers to draw it back towards me. So position the model where I can just put the brush on there and just pull straight back, and you'll get a straight line very easily. Okay, I say very easily. I mean, depending on might need to practice, but it's pretty easy, right? So again, just when you touch, just kind of use your forefinger and your thumb to just do this, right? And that gives you the ability to pull a much straighter line, even across a curved surface, rather than taking it and just trying to drawing it like a pencil, because you'll get some wave to it. I'm not trying to exaggerate that, but it's much harder if you're just doing from the wrist to do a straight line. Okay, so two fingers, pull the line, and you can keep your lines pretty straight. Now, when you go through and paint your line on the model, the idea is to keep it thin at first, right? So I'll pull a thin line, right? Then I'll pull another thin line spaced out away from it and get those semi-parallel. And then what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll thicken the line up just by hitting it again and pressing a little harder. It lets me fill out the space I need to, right? And I'll just make that squared up how I need to. That makes sure that I can continue painting on, the curved surface of a helmet or a shoulder pad or whatever I want to do, because I'm painting on a fairly flat surface on the side of my hand here. Then I'll just thicken it up, and that lets me make small adjustments to make sure that they're, stay parallel-ish, and that's how I do it. Right?
Yeah.
And that could be at an angle or whatever you want. You want to rotate it to where you're pulling as straight back towards you as you can, but thin line, thickened out, because if your thin line isn't straight, as you thicken it, you can make it straight. If you paint it thick and it's not straight, you're kind of screwed, right? So
right.
Paint thin lines. In this case with a hazard stripe, paint the thin black line over your yellow multiple times and then just thicken it out. I mean, that's all I did on this guy. Right?
Nice.
Just a bunch of thin lines and then broaden them out as you need.
Nefroff, thank you so much for that raid. And Nicholas, 91 months. That's amazing. If you're talking about Dallas, you're saying Chris should clean that cup. If you're talking about the pit of eternal peril, that's not a cup. That is wild.
There's a portal to hell in there.
It's something wild in there. Sidious is saying, I tried following the How to Paint White guide on YouTube over the weekend. Is transparent white supposed to be super thick?
No. It does thicken over time, though, because it's a zinc-based paint, and zinc thickens. So if it is thick, add some water to it, and if it's so thick that doesn't even help, just contact support. They can get you taken care of.
Dallas, I don't know if I want to clean that cup. It's more of like a little Tupperware thing. It's, oh, Jason just keeps picking this model up like he wants to paint this model.
I mean, it's a thing.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing.
It's sort of a thing.
I mean, oh, it's definitely a thing.
There's a lot of things on my desk.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
It depends on, like, what we want to do. We had more people vote, I think, for painting new stuff than finishing the night. But I'm kind of on the fence.
Why are you on the fence?
Let's do both. Let's play with a new color scheme and see if I like it. If I like it, we might continue down that. And if I don't, well, then I'll paint the night.
How thick is this fence?
I have choices. I have so many choices. So good.
Don't take offense. Sit on that fence.
I do what I want. Can you turn the air brusha on?
Yes.
I had a mind to do a base color scheme that was like Jen's tiger for these guys.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my.
Gabe, name that movie.
Spaceballs.
That's Gabe's favorite movie, if you don't know.
Name that movie, Gabe.
Favorite movie of all time.
1, 2, 3, and go.
Spaceballs.
Not. I don't think Gabe knows what the movie's from.
When Bilbo's Friend.
The Family Show. We can't talk about that movie.
We've lost contact with Gabe. He's gone.
Chris has too much control.
He's not allowed
I'm
to
just
have
gonna
this
say,
much control.
I think Chris
Waste.
has too much control.
Speaking of transparent white, yes, versatile paints out there. I keep hearing that is one of the most versatile paints out in the line. I've used it to filter and dilute. What else? What other uses am I missing for transparent white?
It sets up all your OSL very easily.
It's
I
fun.
paint the light that goes, the light effects on my model with that. Works very, very well.
One Wolf says, what material are the War Machine models? Plastic or resin?
Or 3D printed resin, unfortunately. Not a big fan. They have some new molded plastic frames out in the 2-player starter sets.
Okay.
But like these guys are all 3D printed resin. And I'm not a fan. The quality is questionable at best. The detail is pretty good, but overall the quality is not very good with regards to like broken bits and pieces. And everybody's like, well, contact customer service. And I'm like, should I have to? But fan of the game, so we persevere.
Sasquatch, yes, I'm going back up. These are War Machine models. Let's see.
It is my favorite game of all time. I think I can say that. It's in second. Well, it's in contention for best rule set of all time, in my
Really?
opinion.
Okay.
With Bolt Action.
Ah, yes, Bolt Action.
And this Mark IV has been fun. We went out and played on Friday.
How was that?
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Jordan and I had a great time.
Did they change
It was really
rules?
good flashback. They have made the
A lot?
rules better in every way.
Okay. Well, that's good to
Well, not
hear.
better in every way, because they kept most of the rules the same. There didn't need to be a lot of change in the game, totally.
Yeah.
And it wound up where the rule changes that they did do that were noticeable, like to move the small movement changes that they made and stuff,
Yeah.
only worked for the better.
Okay.
So it was really, really fun.
That's
It
good.
felt like they really are, you can tell that the way they're doing the game, they love the game, and that they want it to be something that everybody else can really come back to, because it felt very nostalgic playing it. The rules felt very good.
Okay.
Jordan and I played a what would have been a 0-point game in the old day, a command group game, basically 30 points they call it now, and it was a lot of fun.
Avian was asking, is the combo set up on rules that makes it favorite, or are we talking about a new rule set?
No, it's just a game that is really focused on you having to get better at playing the game rather than just a meta. Now, it doesn't mean that there isn't a meta, but it's not just a meta of who rolls the most dice.
Yeah.
And picking the units that have the most hot dice that can hit the table, right? Because everything starts from the same, to hit dice that you roll. There aren't more dice or less dice or anything like that. It's just how you have to do the setup and the resource management
Gotcha.
to be able to either boost or not boost with your jacks, or put your infantry in the right spot to get the most out of them. It is more chess-like, in that the more you play with an army, the actual better you can get with that army. Doesn't guarantee you wins, but it means that you can play with confidence, and you're not really going to get too bamboozled.
And what faction is this, Jason, that you're painting?
This is called, I think it's called the Chimera Shadow Flame Shard.
Okay. Chimera Shadow Flame Shard.
I think the faction is Chimera.
That's a tongue twister.
It's basically what the Legion of Everblight became.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if I was a big Legion fan, but I did play a lot of Legion.
Now, going back,
Neat
let's
models.
see. Faceman's asking, Jason, do you use UV filter for your airbrush? Do you use UV filter for your airbrush?
UV filter? What? For my airbrush? No. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure, Faceman. What is a UV filter for your airbrush? Some new science that's come out about UV rays hitting your airbrush. Is
Don't
that
know what
it?
you're talking about.
I think so. you talking about fluorescence? Maybe, says Danger Boy. Speak. Let us know.
Dark hot pink is such a great color.
What's going on, Cornflake Justice? Sazzle. The air purifier box, I thought that was what it was called. Sorry. The air purifier box.
I don't do anything to purify air going into my airbrush or out of my airbrush. I don't do anything. All we have is a water trap.
Oh.
I don't know of anything else you would ever need.
We
The
use
water trap takes
dirty
the
water.
moisture out of it.
We use dirty Arizona tap water. Yummy, yummy.
To clean the brush?
Just in general.
Oh. Well, we don't use dirty tap water to air the brush.
I should say it's not dirty
He was
tap
asking
water.
about air.
I know. I'm just saying in general, we just use, that's all Jason puts through the airbrush typically.
Dirty Arizona water.
That's
100%, man. We don't use distilled water. We don't clean the air.
I wouldn't drink that Tupperware thing in that shot right up there on the pallet for
All the money and all the tea in China.
how that's a tough question.
What?
How much would it take you to drink that whole thing of water right there, Jason?
That whole thing of
Yeah.
water right there?
Take that as a serious business question. Like how much money?
Wow.
Like I'm being serious. Like if somebody's like, "Yo, money's not an option," what is it going?
Money's not the cost is no object.
Yeah. What are you doing for that? $1.2 million, says Stan.
Wow, I think we got to up it.
$1 million? That's a no-brainer for me. I'd drink it.
For $1 million, you would?
I would drink it for $1 million, and then get whatever operation I need to get done afterwards.
I'd drink it for $500.
$500?
Gabe, you better be
No,
careful
you
because
need
somebody.
doctor
I
bill
will give you
pays.
$500. No, I won't because I need you to work.
No, that's what I'm saying. You gotta have medical bills built into this.
I don't.
It's acrylic.
That doesn't matter. It's been sitting there for months.
No, I cleaned it out.
Oh.
I didn't clean it out. I dumped it out before I started yesterday because it was full. So that's all just from yesterday. But it's still rough because it still has the clingy stuff on the side, so some of that's falling back into it.
I'll eat a chip.
You know what? I don't think I could. I don't think there's a number.
Oh, for $1 million.
I don't think so.
Cash money
I've done worse.
in your pocket.
Let's just keep painting.
All right. Speaking of painting, welcome in everybody. It's Monday, and you know what? We're historically known here at Monument Hobbies for bringing Mondays back. Isn't that right?
Monday gets such a bad rap. We're here to tell you. You don't have to treat Monday so poorly.
Dallas says, I've done worse for less.
That's a rough one, man. I'm not sure.
Hey, speaking of not being sure, we're sure we're Monument Hobbies. And we're so glad you're here spending your beautiful Monday afternoon with us. Speak of the devil. You'll be fine with a drink. No. My shots are up to date. Okay. True. Wait, I have free healthcare here. I'll do it as long as I can mix it with some alcohol. Yikes. Ooh, that orange over that looks
So
tasty
the
good.
problem with free healthcare is that you usually can't see the doctor very quick. And I think that after drinking this paint, you're going to
see
need
them
it pretty
immediately.
quick. I think
That's-
timing is everything with this one.
That's an ER visit immediately.
Yeah, so I need it to cover the paid medical visit that is going to need to be generated off of this.
So, for all of you now tuning in, the Tau puns are no longer here. We are better than that, right, Jason?
I don't know that it is anything to do with being better than anything.
No, we have to be better at making Tau puns, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
We need more. But we're painting up some War Machine. I always ask Jason before we start stream, hey, Jason, what are you painting today? And I always get a little mix of answers depending on what's going on that given day, right? And today he's like, it's a Tau-free Monday. And I'm like, You know what, though? That's okay because he used this new system I've set up off to the side here where he put his models, so it's good stuff. It's a great day. Droth, is an airbrush a vehicle? I will ban you. Instantly. I'll take your name. Banned.
It's a vehicle for pain. Pure pain.
M3 Stout after drinking only need activated charcoal and 2 fingers. Yikes.
This is true.
That is
one way to look at it.
Jason, it's technically true.
The best true out there. The best correct is the one that's actually correct.
Do you think a life straw would make it clean?
A what? A life straw?
A life straw.
Have you ever used
It'd
one of
make
those?
it better.
I have.
What kind of dirty water?
Like,
Because I've tested them, and they're pretty. No free pub. We'll give them some free pub though, but those things are pretty cool.
yeah. I've used them in.
They work pretty well.
I would like to see. That would be pretty. I don't think so. I don't know. Looks like Monday is I won't. No, Commando Ken. You're too good at the Tau puns. L, what's going on? We're painting up some War Machine. I had to think about that for a second because we had Conquest. We got a lot going on. Jason had a nice little hobby adventure this weekend.
Friday I went and played.
Yeah.
Jordan and I, after stream,
Yep.
went and had some dinner
Yep.
with Jen. And then,
Jordan's going to be here tomorrow.
yeah.
Yep.
We went, I don't remember when we went. Where'd we go?
Where'd you go after?
And where'd we go eat? We went out to dinner someplace. And
After?
Then, and then we came, no, before.
Oh.
We went out to dinner someplace and then we came back. I don't remember where we went. I honestly, God, don't remember where we went. Oh, we did. We went to Fate Brewing.
Faith Brewing Company?
Fate Brewing down the
Nice.
street. And then that's close enough to the office. We went and did that, and we came back, and then I met Jordan and the group up at Gamers Guild.
Look,
and
it's Baby J in chat. Woohoo!
we played some War Machine. It was a fun little game of basically battle boxes.
Right.
We each had 2 jacks, a small unit, and a warcaster. And I got off the caster kill on Baby J after his attempt at caster kill failed by he needed 1 more hit. So that was fun. The rules kind of started coming back to me by the end there, and I think the Baby J as well. So
I think
that was pretty good.
The burning question everybody's asking though, Jason, did you use the house?
No, why would I use the house? I played Signar.
But what if they made a guest appearance or something?
No, why would I do that?
Chris
That's
Lee
silly.
wants a guest appearance.
Silly talk.
house.
It's a cool house.
The house
What
doesn't
about a
make a
third
guest
party?
appearance. The house is only for Grimkin, which we couldn't find the Grimkin. We looked.
Raymond's asking, do you use a wet palette, Jason?
I do not. I use a dry piece of glass.
Baby J uses
Baby
wet
J
palette.
uses a wet palette.
So
The
Jason,
illustrious, the wonderful.
At this point, you're just coming up with the scheme of this, right?
Yeah, I'm just literally just goofing.
Hanging out.
I'm goofing right now. I'm goofing off, man.
L says, L Firespray says, I ran out of face paint, so I used Monument Hobbies to cheer for Argentina this morning in the
How
World
funny.
Cup. It's not meant for that, but I'll live. Hey, we're trying to we're pushing the limits over here. Gabe's drinking that Tupperware with a life straw.
True.
Serious question, says Double T. Gushers or Sour Patch Kids for hobby snack?
What are we? Is that a candy?
I think Jason might know what's. Do you know what Gushers are, Jason?
No,
Those.
You've never had a Gushers before?
no.
Well, we.
Sounds horrible.
I don't think Jason would like Gushers. Do you know fruit by the foot?
Fruit by the foot. Yes, like
It's like the same thing.
yeah, like fruit
It's
tape.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
like
same company.
It's like if a fruit roll up was a
Filled
gummy
with
bear
crap.
or like a fruit snack.
Yeah.
Fruit roll up was a fruit snack, but inside of that fruit snack was candy jelly.
Jelly?
Like gel, like
Whatever gush is called.
whatever the gush. is.
It's the gush.
You know how like some candies have the syrupy stuff in them. You know,
Oh yeah.
or, like if you were to eat the consistency of a cough drop that's got a
Ow.
syrup in it. You know,
You're not really selling gushers
I was
right
gonna
now.
say it's not really
Imagine a cough drop, but
Right.
worse.
cough
jelly
drop,
like.
cough drop wrapped in
Jelly.
a fruit roll-up.
That's okay. Now you're getting closer. Baby J, this man is painting up some War Machine. What are you doing?
he's working.
That's right. That was a trick question.
It's like a
You
dilly
passed.
bar, but at room temperature.
A dilly bar at room temperature.
That's not
That
going to sell
sells
to
it.
Jason.
You've had Sour Patch
Chemicals.
Kids though, right?
Chemicals.
Jason's had Sour Patch Kids. Jason, you're not a big sweets guy, though.
I'm not a big candy sweets
Right.
guy.
Right.
I like what do I like? I like
Worst gushers ad ever.
I like I like dark chocolate, bittersweet chocolate.
That's not sweet.
It's bittersweet.
Wake Titan, is there any chance the mahogany paint coming out in a spray form for primer? It is my most used paint, and a ton of models get a base coat. We get a lot of questions about the spray primer stuff.
Red oxide, I think, is my better favorite for that, but it's not like impossible for that to happen.
I think you'd probably see dark purple spray can primer first.
Yeah.
Out of everything. I literally,
Most likely, yeah.
that would actually probably make Jason's life a lot easier when it comes to these. But Jason likes painting from black, though, too. That's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me.
About the myrtles, or whatever they're called, from Murdoch's.
Murdoch. Well, not Murdoch. Somebody's going to say that. The thing from World of Warcraft. What's his name?
Murlocs.
Murky.
Murlocs.
Murky the Murloc.
Yeah.
Murlocs.
Murlocs. That would actually be kind of a
Murlocs.
cool scheme for this.
They're Murlocs.
Nicholas says, I know that Jason doesn't like candies, but he does like crisp chocolate chip cookies.
I like crisp
Agrees to-
chocolate chip cookies. Yes, I don't like the cakey ones.
Wait
I'm not a
minute.
cakey cookie guy. I like crisp cookies.
Okay, you like crisp cookies. What does that mean? Like, are we talking like a hard bite on that crunch?
I like chocolate chip cookies done with baking soda, not baking powder.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Jen says, I love this color combo.
I did it after a year. I said, babe, I was like, I'm gonna do Jen's whatchamacallit?
Lisa Frank?
Lisa Frank Tiger is what I looked at when I was putting them together yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna try something like that. Make them bright and festive, and then do some darker armor and stuff like that. So that's the goal. We'll see how far I get along with it. I don't know if it'll hold up, but that's my thing right now.
Dallas, are you a chocolate chip fan over an Oreo fan?
Ugh, 100%.
Dallas says crisp cookies dunk better.
Yep.
Gabe,
Like I do like Chips Ahoy.
I found this out. Gabe does not like cookies.
So Gabe's not a real human
He
because he
said
doesn't like chocolate.
he came into the office one day and he's like, you know what, guys? I don't like cookies.
Sounds like me.
No, I'll do a better impression.
Yeah.
Hoo-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. I'm Gabe. I don't like cookies. I don't know.
I don't like cookies.
It's pretty dang close.
My name's Gabe.
He was pretty close.
I'll tell you what, I don't like cookies.
That actually sounded more like him.
Cookies are great. Chocolate sucks.
That's what. That's my segue into you not liking chocolate.
Welcome everybody.
Vipus Chewy. Chewy, I would say I like the chocolate chips to have that hard outside and the chewy inside.
Oh.
But I don't like cakey cookies.
Oh.
Cakey cookies not bueno.
Cakey cookies.
Not a fan.
Valthorn says, is it possible to get smooth display level results with PA? The paint seems to lack the ability to glaze properly.
I mean, yes, we literally have people winning Slayer swords with our stuff. Yes,
Yes.
you can.
The
If
answer
if
is
you're
yes.
getting grainy glazes, you're painting with too much wetness. And that's true of all paints. It's most paints are already thicker than ours. So you're over thinning or leaving too much wetness on your brush when you're painting. We have did you ever publish one of those videos on it? I'm not going to go into it right now.
We have
but
several videos about like glazing basics.
But the
is
biggest thing
one.
is making sure that you're wicking enough of the moisture off of your brush.
Yeah.
So that as you go forward and paint on the model, that you're not letting the pigment flow over in like wet. I will say more uncontrollable. It doesn't mean it goes everywhere visually. It just means that it's tough to keep the pigment in the spot that you put it, because it tends to pool up with the water and the wetness that's still on the brush.
Yeah,
and give clumpiness. So
there's an amazing basics video right there, glazing basics, if you want to go check that one out.
Because we did it recently on a stream where somebody was asked, popping super close.
Yeah.
You know, and I took titanium white and turned it into a glaze, thinned it out, and then didn't wick any of it off of the brush and put it on. And you can see how it flows into recesses. It gives tide stains. It looks chalky. And then I just wiped a lot of that same exact brush load off, and then I was able to glaze a highlight on the other side of the pack with no chalkiness at all. So it's 100% your control of moisture on the brush that will cause that to happen. The more matte the paint is, the more you'll recognize it, and the brighter the color you're using, the more you'll recognize it, because the bright colors as you glaze them provide more contrast, and so those will ultimately have the most visual connotation. But I can guarantee that your dark colors are having the same problem. You just don't see it as much because you're glazing it into shadows and such.
So Jen says Gabe cannot be trusted. He
Okay.
claims to hate chocolate, but his favorite cereal is Cocoa Pebbles? What? No, wait a second.
This has been a recent revelation
So
that he
Cocoa
he
Pebbles
explained
though
that.
are like just sugary morsels that thought about being chocolate. You know, like
No,
that's how chocolate they are.
they're
They're just
literally
like
chocolate.
they're just like
Cocoa Pebbles?
they like just thought about it. I don't like it. I don't like chocolate, but I like Cocoa Pebbles. I think we realized that it was I like cocoa. Was that I like the cocoa powder?
Oh,
I like cocoa powder, but I don't like what they use to make like
chocolate.
like true, real dark chocolate.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I like the fake stuff. Give me synthetic chocolate.
You like fake chocolate?
Yeah.
All right. I don't understand any of this.
Spaznet says, is there a one-step recipe for guns? My FLGS is starting a Star Wars Legion group and am currently painting Rebels.
A one-step recipe for guns.
Yeah.
I did mine all with the dark blue black,
Right.
and then just a quick dry brush of white blue.
Ah.
So this is just the like super cheap cheater, because everything on this model's painted with one coat of one step on everything.
Yeah.
Except the gun, where I hit it with a very like one swipe of dry brush. As you can see, it's not even really detailed. But that same workup would work if you did just the dark blue black over your pre-highlight, and then you spent more time on the dry brush, or just went in and edge highlighted it with something like white blue, or white blue mixed with the dark blue black to get a better mid-tone. This is a little bright over the other.
Right. Huh.
But it works really well.
That's a great workup.
And the rest of this is just one coat of all the rest of the colors. I didn't do any dry brushing or anything on the rest of it. So
Bridget says, hey, crew, thank you, Jason and Jordan, for the great gaming at Gamers Guild on Friday. Thank you, Jason, for the awesome hobby session Saturday. Nice.
yeah, he came along too.
That's
Had
awesome.
A good time.
So-
Good time.
Ogre says, how do you fix it when you overthin your paints and when using an airbrush, it's kind of pooled? Okay. Can I just glaze over it to remove the puddle look? Hope that makes sense.
Sometimes, a lot of times, I will go back with the airbrush and filter over the puddle to blend it out. That can be problematic if you're doing highlights and you got that puddling, because now you're going to make your highlight too big. So the best case is I would paint that area with your base coat again and then reshoot it. Because glazing might not take away the shape that's there. So you have to be a little careful with that. All right. how
That's
are
a
we gonna
cool
do?
workup. I really like that.
How are we gonna do? Yeah, I like the dark purple into the dark hot pink, the orange, just straight up orange, and then bismuth yellow.
Heck,
It gives a
this would-
really nice like sunset yellow color going on
This
here.
would be really cool for Seraphon.
So yeah. I think anything, these guys are kind of lizard dragony, they have all sorts of dudes that are weird mechanical, some have 4 limbs, some have just a tail that they're spinning around on, but they're all dragony. And while they don't have scales per se, they have the Tyranid backplate kind of thing going on. Except they're like hairs growing out of it too, so it's a little funky.
Gilborn, this is from War Machine, and remind me the faction one more time, Jason.
Chimera.
Chimera.
It's called a Shadow Flame Shard.
Shadow Flame Shard. A
Yeah.
little tongue twister for you. Shadow Flame Shard.
Yeah.
Where do I get those?
Except you don't
these
push
cool
the S
models?
so hard.
Where do you get these models now? War Machine.
The interwebs. If you're local, Gamers Guild has a couple of boxes. If you're not
really?
local, I think the internet's your only hope, right? I don't know how
right.
widely distributed they are. I think they're obviously getting better, but
I think they are also selling STLs, I believe.
yeah, for the old stuff.
For the old stuff.
You can go on My Mini Factory and buy all the old factions, which I thought was actually kind of cool.
Like the house.
For them to do. I think that the fabric on him, like his loincloth, I might want to do in jade. See how that looks.
Valthorn says, airbrushing question. How do you reestablish part separation after airbrushing without slowly lining everything by hand?
I mean, if you wanted to do like a dark filter, like some sort of a wash over the top, I could do like a Payne's gray wash over this if I wanted, and it would separate things back out and bring shadow if I had overlapped too much stuff. Typically, I will start base coating all of my different things back in, and as I do that, that closes it all up. I won't always go in and like black everything out necessarily. Sometimes I will, but in this case, I want all these colors to be underneath all of the rest of what I do.
Yeah, that really separates everything.
So,
Sigvac says, can you repeat this workup?
it's just dark purple primer and then dark hot pink on almost everything, except as you can see, the dark purple in the darkest spots under the chin, under the belly and chest area. And then over the top of that, orange. And then over the top of that, bismuth yellow. And the bismuth yellow I just kind of kept in very small highlight type spots. And I probably won't go brighter than that with the airbrush. I'll just use the brush to highlight after that.
Damage Inc. Says, are we going to see a better Blood Angels red type color in the second set of One Step?
Scarlet red. Yeah, 100%. We've already shown it off.
Scarlet red. You have all those atoms. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Scarlet red. The chest, not the head. I don't know what happened. Oh, I don't know what happened.
You were doing some
that was
mixing?
warm brown. That I did on head or. But yeah, the scarlet red is on the chest, and it's fantastic for stuff like Blood Angels. It's just a shoe-in, like you wouldn't use anything else. It's great.
Ross says, my heart.
I can't take it. My
heart.
My heart.
I'm hoping they decide to release One Step special sauce in a gallon containers. Chess Ogre, we're right here.
They?
You don't need to say they. We're right here.
Like, we're right
Just,
here.
I hope they decide. We will not be doing that probably, though.
No.
That's
Gallon,
a lot.
unaffordable.
Just get a bunch of bottles. Hey, Twisty Farmer. What's up, man?
Unaffordable.
11 months. Logan, good to see you, my man. Sidious is saying, when are the local gaming stores getting One Step Wave 2?
We hope to go live at Gen Con. So the stores will be able to pre-order prior to Gen Con. And then it will start delivering immediately after Gen Con to stores with a street date on our store of, I believe, August 12th. Something like that. So very early in August, you'll be able to find it at your local gaming store. Assuming they get their order in. Now's the time to go tell them to be on the lookout.
Right.
But we do our monthly live update with the dealers, and so they should know well ahead of time.
Oh, that looks good. I like that preparation you got going there.
This is dark jade, and I'm thinking that's my first choice for any cloth that's on them.
Mojo Kojo says, I've made a grave mistake. I used the Payne's Gray wash and it is dried glossy on my model. I think I didn't shake it enough. Any fixes?
Matte varnish.
Oh, that's what he said. I'm guessing a matte varnish.
Yep, matte varnish. Never fear, matte is here. If you don't have the matte varnish, you can use, and you have glazed wash medium, you can use glazed wash medium over it. It has a very matte finish to it too. Believe it or not.
Jason says, hi, Jason. Old man says, I can't find Uncle Adam paintbrushes anymore on the web store. Did you stop making them?
Yes. They are the 2, 4, and 00 in the Pro Synthetics. So you can just order those 3 brushes.
And there you go.
And there you go.
Pickman says, I need to get a set of those. Too bad I'm not at Gen Con. We'll let you know when they come live to the store, though. Oops. I just dropped my noise maker. Hoot-a-doo.
Why'd you burp?
I don't know. I'm curious on why it fell on that one. Altitudes. Courtesy of Shannon. Jimbo says, sorry, I heard the end of that. Was saying one step set to an August-ish?
Yeah. Gen Con, end of July, and then street date on the web store shortly after. I think 2 weeks, so which makes it August 12th. That week of August 12th. Anything can happen between now and then, but that's our plan right now.
There you go. Mojo says, I have glaze and wash medium. I thought, well, it was a crazy idea, though. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It won't, act like a varnish, but it should bring a matte finish to your glossiest areas. You may have to do 2 coats of it. It's obviously not as impactful as the matte varnish would be on its own, but if you don't have matte varnish, it's a good second alternative.
And Mojo says, oh, I'm going to guess half glaze and wash and half water through the airbrush to fix that, question mark?
I don't do half and half. I do maybe 5-to-1 glaze and wash to water. You don't need much water. Just enough to make it flow a little better, probably. Make sure you're using more of the glaze wash so you get the matting effect that you're looking for. I kind of like that. The jadish, I think, can
Damage,
work.
would there be any downside to putting some of my special sauce or glaze and wash medium in regular PA bottles to fit in a travel case? No. No downside. You just go from big bottle to little bottle.
Yeah, not at all.
No downside. Heck, put it in a bag. You know? Jason's been working on a prototype container for many years now.
Incorrect.
2 years to be exact.
Not correct.
Now, to be fair, we have
Don't
legitimately
do the to be fair. We have not done any
tested
work
bags
on anything even half similar to what you're talking about.
Massive pigment mounts coming. Oh, Dallas says bagged paint seems great. Thank you, Dallas.
Hey, you hush.
Jason's got great ideas.
Don't you egg him on.
Put it in a wine box. You could do that too, I guess.
Don't you egg him on. Box paint.
Box paint. We could put it in a bag. We'll put it in a box. What other containers you want? We'll put it in a can. Well, we do have it in a can, technically, with our spray paint. I don't know. What else you want? Maybe in a sock? Sock paint?
We're not going to do sock paint. What?
What is sock paint?
What even is
Let
sock paint?
you.
What is going on?
What if I just whipped my sock out and was filled with Pro Acryl?
Oh my God.
We'll test it for you so that you don't have to.
Chat.
That's what we do here at Monument. We do these things so that you don't have to. Hey, L Fire Spray.
Chat.
Giving out 5 1-tier subs. Thank you, L. We appreciate you. Make sure you give some hearts out to L if you got one of those.
So I'm wondering, do I use metallics on this?
Why not? They're cool. Bing, 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 bing. Hearts, 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 hearts. Hype, 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 hype. Great, 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 great. Thank you.
What was that?
That was me typing out all the emojis because L generously gave out subs, and then I put all the emojis.
Heart, heart, heart. Great, great, great.
Hype, hype, hype.
The fact that you were saying it as you were doing it
Ding,
was
ding,
the
ding,
funny
ding,
part.
ding. This family friend stream, Chris, keep your sock on. Okay.
Whoa.
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 Everybody calm down.
Now. Whoa.
Perhaps a touch
now.
of bronze, says Wad. Yes.
All right, let's do some metallics. As I'm going to just stare at this thing for a million hours not knowing what I want to do.
Just do some metallics, Jason.
I'm gonna.
Be bold.
I'm gonna.
Dark silver. I hardly know her.
I knew it was coming.
I loved me some dark silver.
I know. Only bronze
Although I
is
am
better.
having an affair with magnesium.
Does Dark Silver know?
Dark silver hasn't been told yet.
Hey, Dark Silver. Chris is cheating.
I always have bronze.
Chris is cheating
But for
on
my
you.
base, dark silver is starting to go away, and I'm just starting to do bronze instead.
Hey,
Dallas-
Dark Silver. Chris is cheating on you.
Dallas says, I was imagining a Capri Sun style bag for the paint. Wow.
Like a juice box?
Or a little like a Capri Sun. Okay. I was thinking about a little Ziploc bag called Bag Acryl.
Worst invention ever.
It's still a prototype.
It'll never leave prototype stage.
Sugar Rush says, who's on the schedule this week? Monument Hobbies. That's who's on the schedule from 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday. You can take that to the bank, you people out there.
What do they do with it at the bank?
It's definitely not for legal tender. So that's who's on the agenda. Blam.
Chat, we have a story
Uh-oh.
about the people that came and looked at the building the other day. Did we tell them, Jen? Did we tell the story on Friday?
There's so... Oh.
Did we tell the story?
There was people?
Well, the people that came on Thursday when we were streaming.
Oh.
I don't remember if we told the chat on Friday what we encountered.
Oh, I don't really know. You have to remind
encountered?
Well, you encountered them.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know if there was
They
more to
sent
that.
us their documentation.
me. Ah.
And it was confirmed.
Oh my god, dude.
They were doing some crazy things. Who knows?
Yeah, it was funny when I told the realtor no. He's like, "Why? I thought they were perfect." I was like, That just shows me you didn't vet their company at all. They didn't want to buy the building; they wanted to rent the building.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, there's not a chance in Hades that we do this with you."
Commando Ken, didn't someone knock on the door or wall during stream last week?
That was a week ago Friday, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember if that was last week or not.
Jen said wild stuff. We didn't find out until after stream on Friday. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. They, yeah. Anybody ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Oh my. Well, probably not the best tended, maybe. I don't know.
Next to a daycare, Christopher.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The
That's
fact that they, as human beings, know there's a daycare next door and put in a submission to see if they could rent our building is pretty much astounding to
pretty
me.
wild. Oh,
Like, we're nocturnal
world.
creatures.
the world we live in. This is wait, they're gonna shoot what? Who knows?
Yeah, so anyway, we're having a hard time getting rid of the building. Anybody want to buy a building?
That's crazy.
Awkwardish, you were saying, wait, what's this I hear? One Step Wave is coming to drop on my birthday? Lucky me.
August 12th? That's your birthday? Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah.
Sfizz says, I'll give you $40 for it.
Call
be a little
me
higher.
Tuesday. $40.
Nicholas is asking, how much is it to ship the building to the East Coast?
A lot more than $1.2 million. Can you imagine? You're just call up the helicopters, just have it air freighted out to you.
Sidious is, how long until the building's in the weekly giveaway? That's not allowed to be that silly. Oh my gosh.
I don't think you want the mortgage payment.
Does the paint come with the building? We'll put a bottle of paint in there.
You can have all the paint that's in this building right now, yes. You're not going to like how much that is, though.
It's a little bit low on the amount.
It's everything at this desk right now. And there is like isn't there one of the IKEA bins over there filled with it for people when they come to paint with us?
Yes, I have one of those. Rupert Dripper Sherpa, thank you so much for that Prime sub. Beard Sign says, I typically work inside out when painting. Is there a reason Jason is doing the metallics before the skin?
I painted the skin.
Beard Science.
I will go back once I get the base colors laid in because I'm working up a color scheme. And yeah, normally if I, like on the second model, after I dial in the scheme and say, yeah, okay, these work, then I would definitely do that and do whatever, is next on the skin. Like if I'm going to put a wash over the skin and then, color glazes or just highlighting or whatever. And you would notice me do more of that work. But right now, as I'm going through and just trying to determine like what colors are going to work well together, because I honestly started this on a whim. A model that Jen painted is on the shelf next to me all the time. And yesterday when I was here, Saturday, when Kyle came up and was hobbying and Frigid Phoenix was here, we were just hobbying and I assembled this whole army. And then immediately started thinking, okay, I'm at this point. I have no understanding of what I want them to look like. I had one model in the past that we had started painting, and I didn't really like the color scheme anymore. It wasn't what I wanted. It was not bad. It was like green armor on these guys, and it started from a purple or dark blue base and everything. It was pretty strong. It was yellowish green armor, but I just didn't feel like that was what I wanted from this army anymore. And so I primed that model over, and then I said, when I look over here at my models and say, what can we do? And I was like, how about something like this, right? And I just think this works so well, right? So I'm going to do the scales in a dark color like the black, like a chromatic black for all the scales, and then offset it with, obviously, the color of the metallics that we do, and then the jade cloth, because some of the models have a lot of cloth, like capes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I figured, well, I'll start with that. But I don't know where exactly I'm fitting all the color in because I don't have a model done yet. I typically will kind of blow through the rules of how to attack the model and say I'm just going to pounce around and put color in different spots until I'm happy with what I'm seeing. And then when I land on an actual final design, then I start going back to, okay, now let's play by the rules. It would be smart if we painted the skin first, because you're right, it would be.
Herpa Derpa Sherpa. Thank you for all doing these streams. Absolutely. First time chat.
Thank you for tuning in.
Great name, by the way. Herpa Derpa Sherpa. That's great. Damaging says, I was upset at no pure black in set 1 at first, but now that I've used dark blue black
it's so
black armor,
good.
I wouldn't use pure black even if I had it. This stream rocks. Hey, Dab and Jink, I'm glad you are coming to the light.
The pure black will be in set 2, and it will be very useful, but you're right. It's like, but
it's got more character, right?
Having a chromatic black is so good.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing about the pure black in the one step is it'll allow you to get creative with how you underpaint for it. So you can imagine painting blue and then putting the black over it. Painting purple and putting the black over it, right? You'll be able to turn the black into whatever you want and not have it start with the blue, Because the one thing we've learned with the blue black, as you watch me do the Tau, is that if you do a yellowish undertone like taupe or pale yellow that we normally would like to do for our pre-highlight,
Yeah.
then it can wind up greening out your final product a little bit. And so, you want to have that pure black when that's not what you want. You want to control where the black tone goes. So
Meeple,
I think you'll really enjoy both.
No, Meeple, this is dark purple primer. Then he has dark hot pink. Then he's got orange. And then was it bismuth yellow?
Bismuth yellow, yeah. Bismuth yellow has a very bright single coat opacity to it that really just punches. And since the warmth comes from it filtering over the orange layer and all of the other layers before it, right? You have so much warmth on this model with the dark hot pink and the orange already that the bismuth, even though it's a cooler yellow, you wouldn't notice it.
That's a great, heck, this would be great for any kind of yellow workup.
Yeah, if you were just doing something in yellow, you could just go a little bit more aggressive with the yellow than I have.
Kenneth the Red, what's going on, man?
I really wanted I really love the way Jen did the little tiger in the Lisa Frank colors. It's been one of my favorite models since she started it, and I'm always like, I don't paint like that, but that color scheme is rad. And so I figured, hey, we have a whole army of these guys that I think might be really neat to be very vibrant, because they're typically in the box art, these guys, the Legion of Everblight was all like purples and whites. If Dallas is still out there, he probably painted 50 million Legion of Everblight models that we saw in the box art. And, but they were in like purples and whites and grays and very icy tones. And I got used to that. And I always tried to move away from the cool frozen tundra color palette. And then these guys came out, and they're more like burgundies and gold armor and bronze and things like that, and feel more like corn berserkers than anything. And I didn't like that either. So I was like, well, what's a good kind of hybrid way to do these, funky lizards? So here we are. And we'll see what we get. I don't know that I'm bought into it yet. I like where it's going. We'll see.
Al says, I love those bright colors. I use my painted my Mandalorians using the super bright. Oh, using the fluorescent set. Nice.
Oh, really? Wow. Is that what I was seeing you paint over
so?
the last few weeks when I saw it?
I think.
I remember her posting up some stuff that was very bright, so it might have been those Mandos.
Elle says, "Yep."
Might have been the Mandos.
Cool.
Yeah. It's always a fun risk to take, to just jump out of a normal grim palette, do something bright, but then also bring it back for me into like war-torn future or fantasy. And we can still do some amazing stuff with these colors, even though we're not going for your typical browns and earth tones and fantasy colors. I'll show you how you can put all this back into perspective. I'm not gonna, while we'll still have the saturation and some intense coloring on them, we can still do a lot to shade and bring it back around, even with something that's like fluorescence or really bright pinks and oranges like what we're doing here. Of course, we'll cover a lot of what you see as just being the pink, as you can tell I'm doing with the metallics right now. Just because I didn't cover them with the airbrush doesn't mean that they're going to stay there.
Digback says, bright yellow green plus a touch of bismuth yellow equals you're welcome.
It's amazing, right? Bismuth yellow is a great additive to any of the greens. Camo green does amazing work because it's a desaturated green, so it gives you kind of a weird ochre greenish color. Really nice.
Well.
A lot of people think, oh, if I want an ochre green, I add yellow ochre to it. No, add one of the bright yellows, especially like bismuth with a single pigment, because it just does heavy lifting.
Gordish was saying that just a little bit ago. Louisa said it's just so good for dang near everything.
Yeah, this is 2 of the colors, right? Bismuth and dark hot pink.
Yeah. Add in black and white, and there you go. Do whatever you want.
Dark turquoise. The dark turquoise, yeah.
One of my favorites.
Really great color. Yeah, her set was lots of fun.
We just make fun sets. That's right.
Big sigh, Chris. Big sigh. How's your weekend, Chris?
Oh, it was good. it was good.
Who's buying it, chat?
I had a great weekend. What did I do this weekend? I went to had a bunch of family over on Saturday. My brother got into town Friday. Did he get in Friday or Saturday?
I think he said Friday, but I don't know.
He got in Friday, yeah.
How's he enjoyed it, hanging out?
Yep.
Having a good time?
He's been having a good time.
How long is he in town for the week?
Yeah, he leaves Saturday. So Saturday to Saturday, we did some golfing. Had some really good shots out there. It always feels good when you're golfing. I like it. There was not a dang cloud in the sky, but we had a breeze, which was nice.
That's rare and good.
Yeah. Made some good shots. Cydia says, Chris, is the Rogue hobby set your favorite? No. But I love all the colors. Elle, you went golfing yesterday too. Nice. There you go. I went with my dad for Father's Day. Me and my brother went out there.
Nice.
So that's what I did.
Did your dad enjoy Father's Day?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Then we went to this one barbecue place called Ruby's?
Were they roping calves?
No.
Plastic calves?
No. They weren't.
That was low-hanging fruit, Chris. You
No.
should have been right there. It was really good barbecue.
This place was really good barbecue, though. Luckily, we live in a great spot where there's good barbecue kind of
we have a very
wherever you want.
barbecue-rich
Jason's moving up to Carefree. We talked about that this week.
to support his bid for Congress.
Yes, thank you. I am running for mayor for Carefree for all of you who wanted to know. And all I'm going to say is, you know what? We the people will change Carefree for the better. And you can put my name on it. Vote for me.
Vote for Chris. This
So
would be
that's what I
okay for mayor.
I'd be okay.
Except for the part where he's like grifting all of the stuff into his pocket. Wasn't part of your thing like all of your taxes go to me?
Every single tax one, and I come door to door to grab it too,
Yeah.
like the olden days, like
I was
the
gonna say.
Romans.
So Chris is going to breed his own personal Robin Hood is what he's going to do with Carefree.
Robin Hood, Little John. Okay, Jeff before Dishonor. Question. I'm learning how to use the one-step line, including the medium.
Uh-huh.
I just picked up a new box of solvents for bolt action. Okay.
Nice.
Soviets. And I wanted to prime and dry brush a zenithal and try using green-brown with the special sauce medium.
Yep.
Is this a good idea? What colors would you use for underpainting?
So we already have dark green brown with one step, and I would really suggest doing that.
For Soviets?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a really good base coat color. It is the the color that I have on all of the backpacks here for my Rebels, and like the leggings down here, that's all the dark green brown. And it just works so well. You can see like on some of the hats, the gloves. I use dark green brown on pretty much everything that didn't have another thing, the webbing, right, along the belt. So it worked great. It's a nice deep military green that you can then highlight, right, with green brown, and be perfect.
Hey, Will Goblin, thank you for that raid. Witty, thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. We're painting up some War Machine.
Painting a bright thing. I'm stepping out of my dull color.
Your towel business?
My dull color infatuation.
Thank you so much, Witty, for that raid. We appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. We're Monument Hobbies, and we're just having some fun today, aren't we, Jason?
I'm having a blast.
I'm glad you're having a blast.
I'm having an enjoyable time, Christopher. Thank you for asking.
Hey, that's why I'm here, man. Just for you.
No.
Jason is not moving Carefree anytime soon.
Was Jen asking?
No.
Saying that's news to her?
Jen wasn't asking, which means it's not real.
It's not real.
What's going on, everybody? I'm liking this workup, Jason.
I'm very glad.
Is that surprising?
I don't know what I'm going to do for I think bronze for the... Yeah, I know I'm going to make Chris really happy. I think I'm going to have to do bronze for the offset colors on the metal. Only because the gold, I think, is just going to be too overboard for the adding on to this model with the yellow and the orange already. We
He's
have
gonna
a
give it
lot
touch
of really
bronze.
golden tones.
That's the touch of bronze sound. Bronze, I think, is a delicious looking option, Jason. And by delicious, I mean that means you all did not pass that test. Do not eat the paint.
I mean,
Don't do it.
okay.
You're gonna get
What
the
if?
bronze finger.
Okay, what
Hey,
if?
yo! I don't know what that means.
Hey, what if in the zombie apocalypse you were walking along, having just survived a huge zombie attack, feeling a little peaked, and you stop into what you believe is an old general store, and everything on the shelves is Pro-Acryl. That's what they have, Pro-Acryl.
What are you getting at here?
And you're like,
Mister?
you know, I wonder. I saw a show once on the interwebs
No.
in the good old days before the zombies. And I know they said, don't eat the paint.
What are you getting at, Jason?
But I think given the circumstances, how hungry I am, and how good some of these colors look.
Sorry, you're talking about wanting to eat? I'm muted. Am I? No. He didn't mute me. You're talking about wanting to eat your model?
I'm just saying that if it were a zombie apocalypse and you were, you know, like
What are you
starving.
What are you getting at, Jason?
You're starving, Christopher.
What are you getting at?
So you're starving.
Spit it out.
All right. That if you were starving, would you be allowed then to maybe McGruff the crime dog and like take a bout at a crime? Maybe.
Jason, you're talking about eating the paint.
No, I mean, in a roundabout sort of way, I'm asking a hypothetical. A zombie apocalypse hypothetical.
But you wouldn't drink that other thing for $1 million?
Oh, not a chance.
I don't.
I'm not saying I would do this either. I'm just asking, like, what if?
I don't deal with what is. Sith don't deal in absolutes.
Sith don't deal in
That's
absolutes.
the
Only
wrong
Sith
quote.
deal in absolutes.
That's the opposite of what
No,
he says.
I'm saying Siths don't deal in absolutes.
They do. They're what
They
deal
do.
in
That's the
absolutes.
thing, because what he says is an absolute. I'm exhausted.
Are you exhausted?
That was an emotion.
I'm
That was
exhausted.
an emotional roller coaster I could not participate on.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, don't eat the paint. Crabosaurus says, question for Jason from a paint nerd. Oh, how do I stop my paints from slurping out the top of the cap of my Pro-Acryl bottles when opening?
If you have pressure changes, then you need to crack the lid like this.
Also
right?
called
And that'll let all that excess air out, and then when you crack the top, you won't have the paint come out the top. Take the little dried piece off. Done. Good.
it's
No
also called
blockage.
burping.
No nothing. Why are you burping?
Burp
Because
the-
you're burping the bottle.
burp the
Okay.
bottle.
Oh, that's the one time that works. Wow. Wow, Chris. Wow.
Wow.
He's very happy with himself. Very, very happy.
It's
Hey,
this-
hey, Chris.
Give him the bronze finger.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about that one.
I don't either. I don't. Sounds like someone stuck their finger up their butt. Give them the bronze finger.
Sorry about that, everybody. Let's get this train back on the tracks. Welcome in, everybody. We're Monument Hobbies. I'm Christopher, and that's Jason.
And I'm God.
I said that's Jason, pointing at Jason.
Hi.
We're Monument Hobbies. I'm the ship. Jason's the captain. You're the beautiful ocean beneath the ship. You are the ones that drive us every single day. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for taking the time. Gabe is off
I
mic.
don't understand you being the ship.
Would you like me to explain it to you?
Probably not.
That was a test and you passed.
Okay.
It was way too complicated.
I would like for you to explain it to me.
Oh,
You can
God.
shut up.
It just about got real in here.
Up. I will explain it to you. Thank you for asking. No, I won't. Somebody must captain the Dutchman. Part of ship, part of the crew. I'm the Dutchman. He's Davy Jones. Then we pull people out of the ocean, aka the chat, and they serve on this beautiful conglomerate we call the chat.
I just don't understand.
Is Chris a Foley engineer now? No, not. These are sound boxes. You can actually, very interesting place where I get these.
No free pub.
No free pub. I have to climb to this mountain when I want to get new sound boxes. It's actually a part of my my job description here. There's a tall mountain about 15 hours away drive, and that's where I go and get these boxes.
Solve the mountain man's riddles.
There's a little
So the one thing I can guarantee you
there's a little 4 foot
is that
tall
nobody
man.
here has anything in their job description that has anything to do with driving to mountaintops
But
to
that's
get
right.
anything that they need for work,
Unless a trade show was up there.
unless there was a trade show there.
Okay.
We can make that happen.
A
Name
trade show on a
15 trade
mountain?
shows that are on top of
Monucon at the top of Camelback Mountain.
Monucon.
That would be extremely expensive and insufficient for all of our nerds.
You need to climb Camelback Mountain with a 2,000-point army.
Oh,
wild.
God.
That's wild. Oh,
Can you imagine? Like,
I'm
here, number one, in the heat, nothing that you took up there would survive.
no, there's not.
Dude, that would be
Including
such a
you.
fun.
Yeah.
That would be such a fun photo to have.
That would be cool.
Is taking your folding gaming table up to the top of the mountain,
Playing.
and we play Warhammer on top of a mountain.
That would be literally to do that shoot would be very long.
It would suck, but it'd be awesome.
It would be kind of cool. We'd have to get permission. I know a guy.
You know a guy.
I know a guy who would probably get us permission to do that.
Then let's get.
I know
permission
the
to do
guy.
it. The guy.
Parks and Rec.
Mr. You know Mr. Parks and Rec?
I do. He was an Eagle Scout with me. As crazy as that is.
You're not even lying.
No, we can figure this out. He totally would give us a video permit, which would actually be hilarious. I'm gonna get back to this question. How do you know what colors to use for underpainting before using one step over them? I'm trying to learn what colors work with each other.
Great question. We've been talking about this a lot, and I think that the easiest way to tell you is that there are, I guess, really two modes of thinking here. One is your traditional value workup, and that can be black and white, as you know, for a traditional, what we would call zenithal highlight or pre-highlight. And that's easy and repeatable, and it will work with every color. What you'll notice as you do that is that some of your colors will start to desaturate and be a little grayer than you want. They won't be as bright and vivid as you might expect them to be. And so you may not feel like, oh, that's just kind of dulling it all down when I do black and white. So what I say is then things like dark purple to take the place of black, because you still want a color that is dark. So like on this model, it's dark purple, right? And then a color to replace the white would be something like taupe or pale yellow. I like a lot. Those colors help and work fantastic. And so you can do that. And you'll still get the value that you need to make the colors pop, but you'll have colors that are actually helping the colors you put over them. So you can imagine if you put yellow down over white, it's still going to give a vivid yellow, but it's going to desaturate a little bit. And then if you put that same yellow over pale yellow, it's just going to bolster it. You're going to get more warmth. You're going to get more punch out of your yellow. For the same amount of work, just choosing a different color that brightens it up and keeps it in that same color space of, in that case, yellow.
Punch.
So that's the easy way to think about it. Now, as you get more complex into what coloring you want to do, then you could do something like, let's say you wanted to use blue, but you really want to have it do some cool color shift in the shadows, then you could do jade, right, or dark jade as a base, and then put blue over that. And now you've got a blue working with a blue-green that would give you a really nice chromatic blue shadow, and you can get some really funky colors happening there, and that can be really cool. So, you know, there's all sorts of methods to use that will alter the color enough to make it interesting, but that becomes a little more complex because you have to think in terms of, okay, what does blue look like when it goes over the top of green? Well, it becomes blue-green. What happens if I were to do a yellow base coat, the same pale yellow under blue? Well, that's how we did our entire Tau army, is we got that real desaturated black-green color when we did dark blue-black over the top of pale yellow. And so you can start getting some really unique blended colors out of it. And those are things that, like what I'm doing here, you just want to test and play around. But just remember that you always want a dark color to provide shadow. And that dark color can be dark blue, dark purple, dark sea ben, black, dark neutral gray, dark warm gray. Any dark value color works. They will all maybe have a slight version of difference with the color over the top of them. But they're all going to darken your color well. And then just kind of give it a little bit of a chromatic shift the more you turn into like blues or purples or dark reds like mahogany or something like that. So, and then you need a bright color, right? So just grab a dark color and a bright color and start thinking in terms of, okay, what might, this color look like over it? And it's as simple as, paint a piece of sprue with the color and then paint the one-step color over the top of that sprue. And you could get a pretty good look at what it'll turn into.
There you go.
But that's a great thing, and it's one of the things that makes that type of painting so fun when you start learning how to do chromatic undertones, because they don't have to just be black and white. Black and white will give you the most punch contrast-wise, so there's still a reason to use it. Don't think that black and white are obsolete in that arena. If you just want the color the way it looks in the bottle, then, you can put it over black and white. You get a little bit of desaturation, but you'll get a lot of vibrancy and contrast out of what you paint. So that can still be a very valid tactic when painting, to keep it simple. And then as soon as you want to start adding color, I'm a fan of just, dark purple and pale yellow, dark purple and taupe. Those are my go-tos. So I have been using those for everything that I've been doing with One Step to really great results. This is dark bronze.
Chuck says, in today's episode of Adventures in Machine Shops, apparently our CNC department forgot how to measure threads, because now we've got 14,000 bad spark plug compression testers. What do you do with that, Chuck?
You trash them. Because they have to go in a spark plug slot, which has a thread. And if the thread doesn't work, guess what they're good for? Nothing.
That's wild.
The life of a machine shop. The accounting of waste.
Chuck, when are you going to bring in a positive thing that happened at your workplace?
Oh, that doesn't happen. They don't do that there.
Somebody was asking, Emerson saying, okay, Jason, I'm failing when trying to define volumes in my value sketch.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a good do you have a good exercise for that? For practicing volume shapes.
Yeah. I will always tell you, this conversation happens more when talking about non-metallic metal. Yeah. Non-metallic metal is one of those where it really is just a volume sketch tutorial, and then cheating value, right, for light. So we talk about going and like Googling steel sphere, steel cube, steel cylinder. If you go and look at those, they'll give you really good look at what the primary geometric shapes that make up the world reflect light like. Now, they'll be in that intense non-metallic, or metallic vein, because they're going to have a tremendous amount of shine to them. You're not always going to be painting with that much shine, but they also show you something which is really integral to learning volumes, which is where and how the shadows and highlights start to interplay to keep the volume well put together. So, a sphere is an easy one, right? It's the old, paint an apple on a canvas.
Yeah.
And make sure that you can make it look three-dimensional on a two-dimensional piece of paper. And the more you go through that, the more it starts to just be, even on a 3D piece like this model I'm painting, it starts to be more second nature as to, okay, where's my light source? How's my light going to hit this? What's this shape going to do when it gets hit by light? Where's it going to shadow? Where's it going to highlight? And then you're off and running. So the practice is, I think a little bit based around just continuing to paint and follow those simple shape photos that you can find out on the internet. and realize then each of these models is really just an assembly of geometric shapes, right? Spheres and flat faces of a cube and things like that. So, if you can remember to, well, all I have is metallic out here, so it can be pretty funny, right? But if you can, like, you got Space Marine shoulder pad,
Yeah.
right? And so you just base coat it. And it has like a semi-spherical kind of thing. It's cylindrical on one end as it cuts off towards the chest, and then spherical as it goes over the shoulder, let's say. And then you want to be able to define the volumes on a Space Marine shoulder pad. Well, you're going to wind up coming in and saying, okay, well, I know that if my light is coming from up here, right, that it's going to stay bright across the top, and it's going to shade around this area. So I'm going to kind of come in and start small and put a shadow that maybe extends up along the side that's away from my light source, and then shades around down underneath like this. So it kind of makes a reverse circle on that shoulder pad, like so, right? And so then you start to get it to shade. And then you're going to say, okay, well, I've got my bright and my dark now divided up. How do I get the color in between without overtaking my highlight and such? And so you maybe do a glaze, and maybe you then bring a little bit of mid-tone shadow in here. Glazing and doing this with metallics is kind of silly, but good study. Right?
Yeah.
And so now you've got a mid-tone shadow in there to where just bright at the top, then a mid-tone, and then the darkest shadow. And now it looks like a ball rather than just a flat circle painted on something. And then you can, if you've over brightened by pushing your highlight down, then you just bring your shadow back. If you push your shadow too far forward, then you re-brighten up here, right? And that's how you continue to build volume. Same with cylinders and every shape you can imagine, is that you're really just trying to find a way to keep enough of your mid-tone showing, because your mid-tone is generally wanting to be the color of the model, right? Enough of your highlight showing and your shadow showing, because those are the contrast portions of the model that really give the volume. And so when you lose the volumes when you're painting, it's typically because you're either covering too much of your shadow or covering too much of your highlight, either with your mid-tone or vice versa. Or sometimes you cover your mid-tone all up and it doesn't look like the color you wanted. So you can battle all three of those. You need to leave all three showing. It's not always 33%, 33%, 33%. That depends on the shape. Things closer to the light source, facing the light source, are going to be mostly bright with a little bit of mid-tone, and the mid-tone acts as the shadow to the brightness. You don't necessarily have to have a shadow color up at the top. And then as you go down the body, you start introducing the shadow colors as you get to parts that can be shaded, and then you wind up having to balance all three. And in as you start adding shadow at the top level, it starts to be maybe it's a 50% highlight, 30% mid-tone, 20% shadow. And then as you go down, it may be a 30% highlight, 30% mid-tone, 30% shadow. And then as you get lower, it may be that it's a 10% highlight, 30% mid-tone, and 60% shadow. So you're balancing all three of them to show what you need to see in the composition, as well as at the particular spot on the model to keep those shapes going, right?
Yeah.
And as I do things like just the flat metallics on here, the shine can give it volume a little bit, but I haven't done any of that work. In the right light, it just looks flat.
Yeah.
So I have to go back in and shade the metallics to get them to do that. The airbrush, I've already done a lot of that, where I've kept the airbrush to where it's highlighting the top of the muscles, and then as it goes to the dark side of the muscles, then they get darker and give me that balance there. But it still doesn't come to life until I put the final brush highlights on it. It's kind of just mid-tone and shadow right now.
Emerson says, "Oh, you build up shadows with glazes. I started from black and tried to make smaller and smaller with white spots. I could try more white than paint gray."
Yeah, either way, you see that I start from a dark base most of the time, although like when we painted this guy the other day, it had a zenithal on it. And so I just started from my dark color of purple and then worked up towards my brighter colors of purple on the tops of the shadow, and same with the yellows. Started with a dark orange and burnt sienna, I think it was, and then worked up into the brighter yellows with the warm yellow. And so you can work from dark to light and keep moving into that, kind of paint yourself into a corner. Everything's shadow, and then everything's midtone, and then the brightest points are highlight, and that works really well. Once you get used to that and you can build your volumes up, then that's all I do all the time. I just start with dark paint and work to bright paint. Every now and then you'll have something that's unbalanced. You have to go back in and add a little bit of shadow with a glaze, but most of the time you nail it. You just get it to where it's from dark to light, and you stop when you run out of space to paint your brightest color. And that, depending on material and how bright it wants to be, then that kind of guides you. So you can do that. That's really just a subjective thing. I prefer to start with shadow colors and then work to highlights rather than trying to glaze my shadows back in if I don't have to.
The mo you know.
But like with metallics I'll have to glaze shadows back in because they're reflective. I'll need to make the shadows non-reflective. So I'll have to go into the dark spots and glaze in opaque colors on the metallic to get it to feel like it's actually having the effect that I want. Because I don't like when I turn the model upside down and everything's bright on the belly, doesn't make sense. It should be dark. So to control metallics, I'll have to go back in and glaze a bunch of shadow into them.
Emerson, I think that answers your question. Exactly. So hopefully that helps you. Whom now?
I'm not on anyone's side,
'Cause no
one's on my side. Jeez, Chris. Just say you're unhappy.
I'm not
God,
unhappy.
man.
I sigh so that because when I'm very relaxed. I truly do. Shut up, you.
See?
I'm relaxed.
Yeah, you sound relaxed.
Not on my microphone. I'm pointing my bronze finger at him.
I did turn away, so I didn't
You didn't turn away.
make
You looked.
No, I went this way. Whatever's over here is ruined.
Yeah, you just spewed half of that shelf. Yeah. That's nice.
A little bit of Gabe DNA.
Yep.
Never hurt nobody.
Yes, it does. Thank you, Chris. Emerson, I'm glad. No, I get very relaxed. That's why I sigh. They're good sighs. Sighing's not bad. That means you're like,
sighing's bad.
This is nice. It's like getting into a nice warm jacuzzi, you know? Or a bathtub you just peed in.
Chris, question: Was there water?
That just causes so many problems. What do you mean?
I have so many
peed in?
so many clarifying questions.
Starting over from the top.
I have so many clarifying questions.
Welcome in, everybody. We're Monument Hobbies.
Was
and
the
have
bathtub
no idea
already
what just
full of
happened.
water?
Gabe is peeing in a bathtub.
Was the bathtub empty?
Was it? Welcome in, everybody. We're Monument Hobbies. We make all of the hobby products you see Jason using here right now, including Pro Acryl, the wonderful paints you see him using right now. We don't make the models. We make the brushes. We make the laughs. We make the fun every day from 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. From 2 to 4 p.m. Did I say that?
So I'm thinking.
My aunt, Alex, if you're out there, every time I would say that, you know what I'm thinking? And she's like, does it hurt?
So I'm thinking.
Does it hurt? I literally, as you said that, like, it
You heard her
flooded
voice.
into my mind.
You heard her voice.
It's got the same energy as Hardly Know Her.
It's worse and more cruel.
I'm gonna pull a Kenny here.
Uh-oh.
And
What Kenny?
I'm gonna put because I have water bottle caps, so I'm gonna
Oh.
one step and a water bottle cap.
Okay. Why did you use the water bottle cap and not the mixing cups?
Because it was right here in front of me, and I've been annoyed by them being in front of me. So
I need
I
an
will use
affiliate
it
link
now.
for those dang mixing cups for Monument Hobbies. Hit this affiliate link right here.
oh god,
Oh
oh
no!
god, gravity! Don't do this to me.
It's all intentional. Hold.
I'm a little wet. Let me see if I can't stop this from bleeding out.
Hold, everybody.
I like touched the model and I was like, that's gonna be a little sloppy.
That's gonna leave a mark.
I'm using blue black one step because it's my favorite.
My favorite.
And see what it does over these colors. This is one of those, answers to that question of what colors should I underpaint for my one step? Well, sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you just go for it. Put it over whatever you want.
Hold.
See how it looks.
Yes, we're holding. Jason is doing science right now.
Not really science. I just want to create a dark scale color.
Ooh, okay.
And I feel like this will do it.
Mojo says, you guys recommend any other painters who paint like Jason working up dark to light? I need more of this in my life.
Lots of painters do that.
Name 150. Number 1, Gabe.
What?
It's okay. I just wanted to see if Gabe was paying attention.
Number 1
clicking,
is
clacking
Christopher's
away.
mom.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jason, did you hear that? Jason, did you hear that?
I do hear that. I don't know why you call him your friend.
It's horrible.
I don't know why you call him your friend.
She's a wonderful lady.
He's very, very mean to you.
She's very talented.
Lots of painters start from dark to light.
Good painter.
Some painters like to start in midtones and work their shadows back in. Like I said, I have been doing this for so long, and it just makes sense. This is really, it's bleeding over onto the skin on this side. It's a real pain. Travesty. I'll have to highlight that. But as far as like who,
Yeah.
I mean, good gosh.
Manny?
Yeah.
You are at home?
I would dread to say more than not, but there are still quite a few people who would start with a white primer or a gray primer and then work midtones and paint shadows in and things like that. Sometimes that gives you more control, or you feel like you might have more control over the volumes on the model if you do so, but it's a completely subjective thing. There's not a right or wrong way to do it.
Not yet, Paul, but Paul was asking about what that Tau workup was. Your Tau workup, your black armor.
It was royal purple with a just regular pale yellow.
Yep.
Over the top. And then this dark blue black over the top of that. So you started with just the royal purple over black primer, the pale yellow over the royal purple in a pre-highlight mode, so that you push the pale yellow into all the highlight areas. And then over the top of that, I just did a filter of this dark blue black that I thinned out about 50-50 with water.
Okay.
And it gave a really cool, like, chromatic black, like, with greenish hues that I really, really like. We kind of ran into it when painting. There's armor plates up here, so I can be a little more liberal with this. When we were painting a Trench Crusade model.
Yeah.
And that popped into view as I was doing it. I was like, ooh, that's really cool. And so I was like, I'm going to do that on my town because it makes it really speedy. The effect is easy to reach and very repeatable.
Yeah, it just goes to show you're one paint scheme away from starting a whole army. Right?
It's very scary to think about, but yes.
It is kind of true. Because I sometimes you get that way, Jason, where you're like, oh, I like this paint scheme. Oh. 100%. There you go. Now we have Tau. That's not a bad thing. I think
it's a
those
bad
thing. No, it's a good thing, Jason. Those Tau
it's
look
a
great.
bad
What are you
thing.
talking about?
Oh, it's a bad thing.
Oh, it's a bad
Oh, it's a bad, bad thing.
It's a bad thing. Ooh. All right, Mr. Scaly, you. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was hoping it would kind of blend into the skin like that, so it
Yeah.
does work pretty well. Down here where it has a hard edge, I was hoping I would keep it under control a little bit more.
It looks,
I need to, I probably need to wick more off my finger, and I'm not doing that.
Panic Bob. No X's on this one. That has happened to me. Oh, absolutely. I'm the same way. I'll get a theme into my head, right? I'll get that theme, and then I'll totally dive into it. That's what makes me get armies, in quotes, or models, I should say.
100%.
Or if it's a tree. Not much else.
He does just buy trees.
I do. Cydia says, I started itching to paint red, and suddenly I had a company of Kurita mechs in
for
the
Battletech.
whip pull. Nice.
It'll happen. Nobody's immune.
You just get one good workup. So I like a good workup.
Yeah, it's one of the best ways to just kind of kill your
mojo.
Well, no, your pile of shame is to continually be finding new color schemes, because you'll eventually, get to those models you said that you'll never paint. You'd be like, but look at this new color I just found.
More. Pile of potential. Mo, how glass half full of you? Mo just says, thanks for the stream. Bedtime here, so good night. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Mojo. Steve Rand says, looks awesome. Yeah, this one's looking pretty good, if I say so myself. Pretty quick. Got this thing going pretty quick today, huh?
Yeah. He's got a lot going on.
Got a lot of bits.
Yeah, it's
those models
tough to
do just have a
know
lot.
where the color needs to go, because they have this weird organic and metallic skin that I don't really understand, because it's not really delineated very well in the sculpt, like where certain things are supposed to happen. These hair things just kind of grow up out of random places on the model. But some of those places look like they're armor.
Yeah.
And some of them look like they're supposed to be flesh. And I'm not sure if the answer is just yes, like they're flesh armor. I don't know. I don't know anything about the armies, like the lore.
Sazzle says, I've been really struggling to find motivation to paint the last few months. Been pretty happy just building, though. Still love tuning into streams.
Cool.
Sazzle, you're not alone.
Yeah, sometimes building and priming and getting things ready to paint will help you find that mojo again.
Yeah, or, priming and then doing a color zenithal always gets me going. Or something like that.
100%.
Some quick color I can add to the black primer.
I came up here and built all these models on Saturday, and then came back yesterday and didn't really have a plan, like I said, and was just making sure that I got primer on them, because that's that first step that pushes me over the edge and says, okay, now I got them primed. I got to do something with them.
B-Rab, building is my favorite, but painting is not.
Really?
I'm not a huge fan of the building as much as the painting.
Yeah, for me, painting is the way, the building's not. It's like we're matches made in heaven, though. If you have people in your local area that love to paint but hate to build their models for them. Have them paint yours. Work a barter system in your local community so that you all have amazing painted and built armies. I think that would be great. I would sign up for that.
What's that? If it was like a service?
Oh, heck yeah. What, are you kidding?
Yeah, especially if
somebody
they were
around
super
here
good
was
at
like,
kit
you know
bashing.
what I need? I need you to paint my army. And I'm like, I need you to build mine. Like, yes.
So, a team of builders and painters.
Yes. Please, make it happen. I don't know why I switched to that voice, but...
I don't either.
Whatever.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I got excited.
Building models. Some people love it, some people don't. It's all part of the flavor. I did build for a guy doing commissions for a bit. Yeah. Black Wolf, I hear you.
Black Wolf did a great job building models. The towel that I got from him were great.
Chessboxing.org says setting up a let me build your miniature sign at the next Grand Bazaar at Gamers Guild.
Oh, really?
That's very interesting. Let me build your models.
What do you charge? Because I might just be able to keep you employed forever.
Danger Boy. Okay, meeting. Did Chris win? I'm going back to listen to you all talk to me. No, you did not win. Chris did not win. Nobody won today. It's not a giveaway day.
Could be. But
Don't
it's not.
confuse the people.
It could be, but it's not.
Not with that attitude.
Don't confuse the people.
What would be confusing to the people?
If I said there was a giveaway today.
Oh.
It would be
There's no
confusing.
giveaway.
I'd be confused.
You could do one with Baby J. He's always talking about, oh, you guys don't do giveaways with me.
I thought you did last time.
We did.
Ooh.
One out of the year. No, did we?
I don't know.
I thought you did.
Did we? We might have.
I thought you did that Thursday before last
Hmm.
when I was gone.
Maybe. I think maybe we did. Yes, you did. Was it me or was it with Gabe and Baby J? I forget. Like giveaway Baby J? No, we're not giving him away.
I mean, we could.
No.
Oh. What? What's the matter? Is that a problem? What's the problem?
Great
I don't
segue.
understand.
Baby J will be here tomorrow with me. Doing some painting.
It sounds like there might be a giveaway because they might just do it with Baby J.
I'm thinking about it now.
The chat, there you go. Heads up.
Do we? No. I'll let you know. There will be a giveaway this week.
Chris is gone after tomorrow, so my money's on it being tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So even though
You
Chris
guys could do it.
so
You
even though
did it
Chris
without me.
hasn't planned
I'm
it,
not here.
nobody's doing it with you gone.
could
buddy.
be.
Nobody's doing it with you gone. You're
No,
doing
you
it.
could. You guys did it without me.
No, we're not. Not a chance. With Jen running the show, Jen doesn't want that pressure.
It's very easy. I actually have it in my manual.
Okay, so you're doing it. Giveaways tomorrow.
Giveaways tomorrow.
There you go, chat.
We're not giving away Galactus. We're not giving away Baby J. Are you giving away Baby J?
We can make that
100%.
happen.
Baby J gone.
We are. Baby J's gonna be doing some orcs tomorrow. He got a
Orcs.
box. He's gonna paint an orc.
A box.
Like we did.
You sound like
Are you mocking me?
like
You
a
did, yes.
like a
You
PlayStation
sacked Bill
PlayStation 1 racing game. A box. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Road Rash, Road Rage. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just say road rash?
Road Rage.
He said you sound like Road Rage.
You ever play Road Rage?
We're not giving away the building. No.
I mean,
No.
we could. It comes with the rest of the mortgage and the taxes.
A
Maybe we will.
A box of orcs
yeah.
for what game?
No. He's just building orcs because Armageddon came out and he does a good orky workup. We've done that before.
Imagine if we did the raffle the building off thing.
We
Right?
could, I guess.
We just need to sell 1 million tickets for $2 a piece, and one lucky winner wins the building. All they have to do is pay the taxes. What?
Good.
There's a little dot there.
That's the hairs.
Oh my gosh, there's hairs there?
I literally just painted that.
I'm so sorry. I thought.
He's over here with his mouth saying, "You just messed up,
Wait a
Jason."
second, Jason. I don't even see
Jason,
these
what are you
hairs.
doing? Like I'm
sorry.
over here. If you'd have been paying attention, I'm over here like very, very carefully painting these two little spiky hairs.
I'm sorry.
on his
I cannot.
forearm.
I literally can't see it.
And
We have
he's
to
like,
sell a million
missed
tickets.
this-
Jason.
"You horrible human!
No.
You got paint on the
I
arm."
just wanted to make sure. No, Baby J's gonna be doing an orc workup. He does an amazing quick orc. He's inspired me to do it, and since it's kind of relevant, I thought we could give you guys some good tools on what paints that Baby J would use to paint up orcs. so
Is
that
he painting
you can paint along
models
with
from the new Armageddon box?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fancy.
we're gonna paint up one of those new orcs, so you
Yeah,
guys can
he
paint a
got-
lawn if you got box.
He got himself a
He's a
11th
fancy man.
edition box.
I wouldn't put it past him.
What?
If there's something new coming out, he probably has it.
No, depends.
That's what old people wear.
Excuse me? Did you
This
just call
episode
me
is brought to you
old?
by Depends.
It depends, Jason.
Are you a poopy
you
boy?
are you wearing Depends?
That depends.
That
Let me
depends.
check.
Who's asking?
How much are the taxes? We're not getting into that. But
It's a $2 million building. Figure it out.
yes. Cool. I'm working on my orcs that came in the box. Yes, we're going to give you a little guide on what Baby J would use to paint them. So there you go.
You know, if you actually were able to buy this, I wonder how that would work. Could you even raffle off real estate? I bet you could.
You
I
can
mean, people
donate
do
it.
it.
You can donate it.
Liquid
Like
Death
to-
is doing it right now.
Raffling off a house?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
not raffling.
No, they are. Somebody's going to
They're
win it.
doing
though.
Sweepstakes.
Yeah,
But that's the same thing.
it
Yeah.
is.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Give
the
away
same
the
thing.
house.
Let's raffle the building off.
It'll have Procurl coming out of the pipes for a day.
No. Oh, yeah, I remember they said that they would have liquid death coming out of the pipes.
Yeah,
How
it's for.
funny.
I looked at the fine print of this for 3 days. It'll have Liquid Death coming out of every
I would like
liquid
to know,
faucet in
I
the
would
house.
like to know
That's
the
pretty insane.
logistics behind that and the
I
plumbing work.
have no idea.
Yeah, I
what,
don't want to be
like,
the plumber. Or
I
even
want to
know.
just see the mechanism that pulls the entire structural plumbing of the house.
You
and
choose the
what
flavor.
tank they're filling.
You choose one flavor out of 3 options. And I bet you it's probably just a big truck that they have parked
Probably that they
plugged
hook
into
up
the-
to the main water
Yeah.
system and then they
for 3 days.
That sounds so wrong.
Yeah. You can
It's
shower in it.
It
You
seems
could take
like
a bath
it seems
in
like
it.
that. Like your whole water system. Like you literally can't use the toilet without it being liquid death
Yes.
flushing.
100%.
Oh my god.
Well, it's all liquid, so I mean, tomato.
Yeah, but if there's any sugar in it, then you're just done.
No, not necessarily.
If it crystallizes.
They probably
They
not
may
for
flush
3
it.
days. They're gonna wash the
Yeah,
whole.
they'd
There's
probably
no
flush
way
it.
they would just. No.
Anyways,
They
we're
would
gonna
wash
be sweepstaking the building,
No, we're
and
not.
for
That's
7
not-
minutes, every faucet in this building will have Procurl coming out of it.
But yes, great segue. Baby J's here tomorrow. Baby J, if you're out there, shout out. He's gonna be painting up an orc. The last time he did an orc workup, he was here for a day and he killed it. So he's gonna do it again by popular demand.
He
and by
killed.
popular
He
demand,
killed it.
like
He ended it. Ended its life.
Yeah, killed it.
Wow.
It was an amazing workup.
So devastating.
Imagine bathing in seltzer water, so super duper John. It's wild to me.
That's got to be horrible.
Yeah, that'd feel weird. I don't like that.
Like like coming out like sticky out of the
yummy.
bath. That doesn't sound good at all.
Gross.
I don't know. I just feel like there's.
Yeah, I bet the person who wins it is going to opt to not have that happen.
Yes. You can trade it in for cash value.
Do it for the meme. Hey guys, quick question from Cyberspy. If I was at my LGS and the guy said that if I use purple under my green for salamander, it would be really pop. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, 100%.
I've done that Zenithal actually with ColorForge colors as well.
100%. Looks great.
It's great. Dark purple with your choice of green. It's delicious. Dark purple, Cyberspy. Now, are you talking our purple? Dark purple primer would be a good start. Well, I was saying Imperial purple if you're doing ColorForge. Yeah, I use Salamander green. Yes, do Imperial purple with Salamander green as the Zenithal. Baby J did that workup on 5 salamanders a year and a half ago on stream.
Yep.
And he painted 5 models in 2 hours, and they came out great. Scorcher, take it easy. Have a great night. He said Jay did something like that once. Yes, that's it. It is if you go Cyber Spy back to January of 2025, one of those streams, go check out our live tab. It's one of those, and you'll see it in the thumbnail description. For all of you who want to know that little tip, if you look at those thumbnails on our YouTube live tab, those are what we're working on that day, and that's where we ended, if that makes sense. So you can always double check, like, hey, what did they paint? It's right there in the thumbnail.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a whole thing.
Makes it easy.
I'm going to see if I can even find it for you. Cyber Spy, look at me. I'm so kind.
Chris kind of likes to toot his own horn there, folks. Very proud of that.
Excuse me.
Altitudes.
I don't toot my own horn. Boop, boop. Burp, burp, burp.
Burr, 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 burr.
Here you go. I'm so sorry. It was on January 17th, 2025. Here you are. Kabow.
Blammer.
Schlanky.
Slinky.
Schloomp. Schlunk.
Schlunk.
Schlanky. Schwang. There you go. You're welcome. That link right there will take you to it.
Or blammer.
Wad, I have no choice to toot my own horn. Nobody else is here to do it for me.
Rough.
Wad,
Rough.
sorry.
So
I'm so sorry. It's the little emoji that you added to the end of that really gets me.
what's that?
It's Wad, the rhino crying.
Oh.
That's silly. Isaac Schaefer says, I really appreciate how the YouTube live streams have gone. Titles and title screens I've used several times over the last month. Nice. Isaac Schaefer, I couldn't pay you enough to say that. I'm so happy.
Here's your $20.
Here's your $20. Don't tell Jason. But I'm glad
Chris,
you're using that.
Where's
That's
the creative budget going?
right to
you
my
know all those
pocket.
Good reviews we got.
I'm so glad that's working for you. That's how they're intended. Woohoo! Success. The machine is working.
I love it. I love it, Chris. Good job.
No. None of that.
Oh.
What is this? Warm brown you're putting on this leather?
Warm brown, yeah. I'm not 100% sold, but we'll keep doing it.
Why? Why are you not 100% sold?
Because we're working in a palette of oranges and yellows, and so the browns, the other things that exist in the world of oranges and yellows are very difficult to pull off sometimes. So they may not give the coloring contrast that I want. I might want to do these in like bluish black or something.
Oh.
Like a real black leather or something like that as I'm painting them to bring them out, make them stand in temperature contrast against the yellow skin a little bit more. But I'm not sure. Well, that's what, you can tell I'm being non-committal here because I'm going ahead and, I'm being sort of committal because I'm painting them all brown. I'm not hating it 100% right now. Sometimes I got to go through and see what it's going to look like with its highlights, because I can obviously pull brown in just about any direction. I don't have to keep it this warm brown. I could make it more of a cool or neutral tone. I could even make it more gray, make it black. There's times where I'll paint leather as if it's brown and then put a layer of transparent black over the top, so that you get the feeling that it's a natural hide still of brown that has just been, sprayed with a a black dye kind of a thing. We could do that. You just never know. I have some old Troll Bloods, and it's weird because other than the pinkish undertones, these are starting to take on the color of my old Troll Bloods.
AG DeJohn says paint transparent black over the brown.
Yeah.
Interesting. Could be.
Yep. A lot of times I like to do that, so that's why I'm not afraid of going ahead and finishing the leather bits with the brown, because I can go and fix it later.
What faction do you have, Gabe?
He has Troll Bloods, Brine Blood.
There are many troll factions?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're the new Mark IV trolls that came out. They came out with the Brine Bloods first, which are like pirates with a very beachy theme. Some of the big troll characters are like crabs.
Oh.
They have like fire spitting frogs.
Oh.
And then they came out with another one that's called like the Southern Kith bands or creoles.
Okay.
Which is more like original trolls. So it's less, it has no pirates. It's more like just dudes with machine guns and axes and stuff.
You know what I found out the other day? That Jason is super into pirates and ninjas. You know,
Ninjas and pirates, huh? Your favorite?
Yeah.
Pirate ninjas.
Ninjas are not one that I really think about. Vikings,
that's what it was.
Vikings, pirates, and dinosaurs.
Oh my!
Are not things you're going to get me to really think about a whole lot. Like if you come out with a game that's themed around Viking pirates on dinosaurs, it's a hard pass for me. Well, I don't know. If you mixed them all, it might take me over the edge and be like, now we're right back to this as being cool.
A ninja Viking pirate riding a T-Rex.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way to get a... That's a hard pass for me.
Dinosaurs, add samurai in there, says Jeff. Who knows?
Samurai I dig. I don't know how in the world we'd ever get anything worthwhile in a game about it, but like a skirmish game.
Who would win in a fight?
Bushido does a pretty good job.
A ninja, a Viking,
or a grilled cheese
pirate, or a dinosaur.
What
or grilled cheese
dinosaur?
sandwich.
Or
what dinosaur?
Let's take the dinosaur out of there because everybody's like, which dinosaur? Which dinosaur? I
well,
know.
It's a valid question.
It is a very valid question.
Valid question. He went in this direction.
Velociraptor.
He went in this direction.
I feel like many of the dinosaurs would probably win.
I don't know.
Against a ninja?
Yeah.
I'm picking the dinosaur every time if it's the size of at least 2 ninjas.
I don't know, man. I've seen some big Vikings.
I'm saying.
When was the last time you saw a Viking?
Yesterday.
Thursday.
Both of you are lying simultaneously. Yesterday, today. I just saw.
How do you know? I saw Kyle today.
Is Kyle a Viking or
he wishes
a ninja?
he was, so that counts.
I think he's more of a ninja.
Kyle's a ninja. Oh, please! I hope he's watching this.
Kyle's more of that.
His day.
I could see Kyle being a ninja.
Yeah.
You know, is that a ninja? No, that's more of a. What the heck I just did?
I don't know either.
Chris is where they're last week. Chris is. Oh yeah. Okay. Jason,
sir.
Boxing. I know you mentioned this many times, but what's the size of your brush you're using? Most commonly used brush.
I paint mostly in the 2 to 5 range, and I know that's a broad spread. Probably a 3, 4, 5.
I typically paint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a 6.
That's really it. I use an artist round from a 2 to a 6.
Now, to be fair, you don't really go below a 2.
No, not
or
generally.
above a 6.
Not generally. We don't make above a 6 except for the BAB. It doesn't really do much for me. By the time I'm painting anything that needs a larger brush, I'm using the airbrush on it, so not usually a thing.
We make bigger brushes.
No, we don't.
We make way bigger brushes.
We do not make bigger brushes than the BAB.
I have the video proof to tell us otherwise.
No,
true.
actually, no, you don't.
I think they're behind you.
You have a Home Depot brush.
Jason.
You can't speak ill will of the DA100.
Illegally
Puff for
put
Home
our
Depot?
logo on and relabeled.
No! I didn't do that.
That's what you did.
No!
Isn't the DD3 bigger than the BAB?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. So Gabe's over here. But what about the DD3?
Just saying. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Gabe just pulled a well, actually.
But that's still not the point of what I just said. We make bigger brushes.
You're right.
We
You're
don't
holding the
make
point.
Bigger brushes. We also do not make bag acryl.
Are here size standard, says Droth. I saw a 9 Raphael and it looked like a monument size 3.
No, there really is no standard, unfortunately. You know, like if I order ferrules, ferrule sizing is not even standard. So, you know, I have to adjust based on our brushes to the manufacturer of like brass ferrules and, you know, get the sizing. Now, we've been in the relationship with ours for a long time, so they know what we do. But yeah, there's a point where there's not really a standardized sizing. Our brushes tend to run with, I would say, most major manufacturers, a size big in number.
Okay.
So that our 3 would be equal to other people's 2. The 4 would be a 3, the 5 would be a 4, the 6 would be a 5.
Yeah.
It's not always like that though, so I can't tell you that that's 100% trustworthy because every brand is different. Some brands change based on who they have make their brushes that day. So it really is all over the place. Ours stay the same. So we've been making ours the same for, I can't say 10 years because in year 1, the brushes were done with a different partner. And then after that, we switched. And so for about the last 9 years, the brushes have been the same.
Clay says, do you guys have sort of a known mixing combo for late war U.S. olive drab? Close but no cigar and my current combos.
For all of my U.S. stuff, I just use dark camo green, and then usually either faded green or a little bit of yellow green in it, depending on how yellow you want it. This is what you wind up with. I might do a black-brown base, but this is camo green, dark camo green, and faded green. And you can mix the faded green into the camo green. I like it to be a little bit oxidized looking, a little bit sunburnt, and not so yellow. So this overall is what I use for all of my U.S. stuff.
Cyberspy says, oh, hi, one more question. If I prime the model with Imperial Purple, then prime with Salamander Green, do I spray the Salamander Green all over the purple? I do it like as a zenithal. Right? If that's going back to your referencing.
Yeah.
You were talking about that earlier. If you want the shadows to
like
show.
a zenithal, you want to keep it out of the shadows. You want to give enough of a base coat covering to kind of, cover from 10 to 2 maybe. So you get most of your shadows underneath for that base coat coverage, because you're not really doing a zenithal to place your light. You don't want to have a lot of purple left showing. You want green to be everything. So it's less of a zenithal. It's more of a top down coverage of green. And then if you spray from the top, then you're going to rotate it a little bit like this. So you spray and you get the top of the legs, and then a little bit like this. So you get down the back, so that when you do what I call the worm's eye view, you turn the model over, pop in close.
Yeah.
You turn the model over and you pop in close, you can see all the dark purple.
Yep.
Right? And you don't see much of the other colors. You see a little bit of the first coat of the dark hot pink. But then from the top, you shouldn't see any of the purple. Right? And so the purple should just stay in the deepest of recesses to give you that depth of shadow as you're painting. And that works great.
And watch that video I just put in there. That is a quick tutorial on how to do pre-highlighting, essentially, like what he's talking about with black and white and such. So go check that out. Old Man says, hi, what do you think about AP's historical paints? Is the color shades really accurate to the uniforms?
Don't know anything about them. Honestly, don't know anything about them.
Yeah, not really sure.
The truth about the old military colors is that there is still not a great single source provider for colors anymore. So as long as it's close enough to meet your needs, I would go with it. But I don't have any reference for it. You know, it's not like the old RAL colors from military are with digital as true as they used to be anyway. So it's a hit or miss. If it gets it close enough to look right for you, then done deal.
Look at those teeth.
Yeah, I'm just lightly using the side of the brush, except for right now I'm kind of going in and actually pushing into that tooth, but side of the brush and it'll
Oh, that's great. What color was that? Bright ivory?
It's just bone.
Bone. That was bone. Yeah, Cyber Spy, check that video out. It kind of gives you an idea of what zenithal in quotes is, right? Pre-highlighting. You could essentially just put any color you want using that technique, and then you got it. And that's what zenithaling is. It definitely gives your army a lot of character really quick.
What big teeth you have.
What does the wolf say about the teeth?
Toofuses.
Teefuses.
The better to eat you with.
Sir Blame says, how essential, if any, do you guys think an airbrush is?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of airbrushing. I think that it is what I would call an essential tool for the hobby. Even if all you do is really just prime with it, it's a fantastic way to get all your priming done. But for detail, I mean, you can see like on these guys trying to figure out the model's not actually going fast on stream because we're trying to figure out colors that I like. But you know, for getting this color scheme down, I'd be able to paint all 40 of these models in this base color scheme in no time at all once I nail it.
I was just about to say, your batch painting, if you're into army painting,
it's just done.
You won't regret it.
Yeah, it's just done. So it can speed up all sorts of things. Now, it takes a lot of practice to get good at making it do that really well, but that's just any tool that you decide to use like that will have to be the same way. I don't want to use bone for that. I'm going to use white. Just good old titanium white.
Was thinking about getting an airbrush, if only for priming and base coating. Yeah, Sir Blame, you're going to love it. It's definitely worth it to just play around with for sure, especially if you're in this hobby and you're doing this and you're painting a lot of guys. What Jason said about the whole, you know, base coating of certain colors, it's worth it. Yeah, especially like when you're doing like what he did with the dark hot pink, the orange. It's super, super easy. And worth it too. Makes the models look good.
So I'm very tempted
Uh-oh.
to do an overall wash on him.
Like the
this
whole
is
thing?
This is like old school, right?
Why
because I've done an airbrush on the skin. I'm thinking an overall wash would help bring it all together, and then just highlight up all the base coats that I've done. Like just keep it super old school.
Like what? What wash? Dark?
It's pretty grimacing. I like that pose with the teeth and
the teeth,
the eye.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know, man. Almost like a black brown.
Oh.
Like
over the whole
thing? Mix a black brown and do a wash over the whole thing.
Really? Why do you say that's old school? I guess it's like a...
That's the way, I mean, you would base coat everything, put a wash on it, and then just highlight it. That's a very old school way of painting. Now, we've done a little bit more complicated base coat because we use the airbrush to get the dimension on the skin, but I think the skin even would benefit from it because the skin has a lot of like plate deviations in it,
and
you
then
know,
you bring it back up essentially.
yeah, and then I bring it back up. The only problem with like a black brown is it may hit and get rid of some of the pink, right?
Yeah.
I think one thing I want to do is I want to get rid of said pink on the base. It's
Throwing you off, maybe.
it's a color that will throw off the balance of color because it is so warm, and so having all that overspray on the base is really messing it up. So I'm going to get some coal black out here. We're going to paint over all that real quick.
Jeff before Dishonor, are you using the one-step medium for flow improver every time now? I miss what you said you used for the airbrush. It's pretty dang amazing.
Yeah, it has become my go-to mix for when I'm airbrushing. I just kind of reach for it instinctively now. I don't use it every time because I don't thin all the time. But you know, when I need an airbrush thinner, I typically am reaching. Like I'm almost out of one step, and we've been chewing through bottles up here at the office. So, yeah, I would say it's great. It was an unintended consequence of how great the medium is because it is lower viscosity. So it has all of the properties you want to help with flow, but is also of a much thinner capacity, so you don't have to add water with it if you don't want to. You can literally just hit it with the special sauce and be done, which is great.
Clay says, had to put some stuff in the oven real quick, but thank you. I've been working with dark camo and drab brown will give the black-green base a stab. I'm glad that works out for you. Give it a try. See what you think. Sir Blame, it's pretty rare to see you paint with true metallics.
Yeah.
When do you decide to use true metallics over non-metallics?
When I have 40 models sitting in front of me, and I'm sitting here freaking out about like, okay, I would like to play with these and have it be painted to a level that I'm comfortable putting on the table. And, you know, again, you've been watching me do this thing with, how do I make my armies go quick?
Yeah.
And so we have the Wish.com non-metallic metal on the towel because there are a lot of big flat surfaces with just a bunch of edge highlighting. So that makes it easy. These are more organic shapes. And so these will take a lot more time to pick all the non-metallic details out of and make it work, I think.
Yeah.
Not for like the axe or the picks that these guys have. Those would be fairly simple. But for all the armor, they're very organic shapes, a little bit less ability for me to just go in and say, okay, yeah, let's you know, do a base coat, a mid-tone, and then edge highlight. These are going to need a lot more complicated blends and things to make it look right. So I looked at it and said, okay, well then let's do metallics, and I'll just shade the metallics. I'll just go in with opaque colors and highlight and shade the metallics with those rather than use it, because it's very rare you'll see me use metallics and then brighter metallics over the top of it. And you know, that standard way of doing it. I can pretty quick get a Wish.com non-metallic kind of feel out of metallics if I spend some time here with shading them.
Raymond, we were kind of going over that earlier about what brushes Jason uses. He typically uses a 2 to a 6, either synthetic or sable. Right now, I believe you're using a 6.
That's just to get brute force painting done. I just wanted to cover up all that pink because that's going to give me a bunch more contrast. And now we can actually see what the model looks like. Get rid of that pink.
Papa Chicken, is there anything you have not tried to mix one-step medium with yet? Dawn dish soap. What
macaroni
else?
and cheese.
Simple green.
I don't put it in my macaroni and cheese.
Oohoo glue.
Oohoo glue.
Oohoo glue.
What else? My breakfast cereal. Papa Chicken. I know
There's
that.
even
I
a
know
world
what
where
you're.
we could do and really hit the orange higher.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Papa Chicken. But
here.
overall, I don't know. We'd have to discuss. Jason, is there anything you haven't used with the one-step medium yet that you were not surprised about?
You royal purple? Nah, that would make them all purple. I don't want to do that. The yellow wouldn't help. I think the orange might be really
he's thinking right now,
yeah,
Papa
I'm in the
Chicken.
middle of it. Hang on. Do something really fun with crimson. We've already kind of done that with the Uroni, where we've done crimson over the top. But I think maybe the orange could be really cool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
I have all the new colors too. Oh.
Yeah, ooh, try a new color. What about like scarlet red?
Oh no, one of the yellows, right?
What do you mean, peas or potatoes?
What if I were to do like the
Oh.
bronze yellow, maybe?
Oh, you think that would show up?
I don't know. The bronzy part would give me the shading I want,
Oh,
so that could be.
take it easy, L. Have a good one. Ooh-hoo glue is so last year. Now it's all about yoo-hoo glue. Thank you, Wad.
Yoo-hoo.
I appreciate that. Yoo-hoo. I
We could
use special
screw this
sauce on
all
a
up
tuna
right
burger.
here.
Gross. Don't eat the paint. He's mixing. He's cooking.
This could screw everything up, but I'm willing to do it. Take the risk.
You know what, Jason? Good on you. Take the risk, Jason.
Paint without fear. It's the worst thing that could happen. I could get mad and throw the bottle across the room, and it's quitting time anyway. So Chris could just hit the goodbye screen, right?
Throw the bottle across the room?
Throw the model across the room. Nobody would ever know. Just be like, well, he was there and then he wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
I don't think Jason. I
I
don't
think
think
the
you'd
stream
ever
died.
throw a model. Have you ever thrown a model out of pure frustration?
No,
Yeah, I have seen Gabe do that.
I have not.
He's gotten super angry and he's like, "Whoppity-boo."
Whoppity-boo.
And he like threw a model. It was
Whoppity-boo.
wild. Do you remember that? You were so frustrated. You're like,
Not at all. That was you.
I've never done that in my life.
Whoppity-boo.
I have gotten close, but not to the model. More my brush. Just
Your brush.
like a little ninja star. Speaking of ninjas, Kyle, shout out.
Oh my god.
Kyle's a ninja. What do you think, Jason?
No idea yet. I think it might be beautiful.
Oh, that's cool right there.
Yeah,
With the
I'm
under
like, I'm like, we may have just made the best decision of the day.
The best decision of the day is one step away.
Hey, you shush.
Thank you. I just made that up. Draw says, actually, one step plus water for glazing is fantastic. It's amazing. Now, I see that you're doing the skin, just the skin, not the all over part.
Yeah, I'm just doing the skin. I would hit everything else with like a brown black.
Okay, a
Right.
darker one maybe?
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of the darker color killing all of the purple and magenta. But a yellow that has this bronzy undertone, like this one, and unfortunately, gang, this is in set 2 of One Step. I hate using something you can't get. Waka, waka, waka.
Very soon, though.
But very
August
soon-
12th is what you said?
Boy, this is really good because this is going to blend all that airbrushing really nicely. That's one of the best things about one-step filtering
Yeah.
over an airbrush base, like you've been seeing me do, is that it just makes it look like, oh, you didn't even airbrush that. Because it gives such a good uniform coverage. I'm really liking this.
Yes,
This
these
is-
are test ones, so the bottle is not your typical bottle.
No.
Those are our test bottles. Our magical test bottles.
But this will allow me to do these areas, and then I can come back and hit all the other components.
Belial says, you literally use something no one could get for like 3 months on stream.
Oh, is that me? No.
He'll get a talking to, chat. Don't you worry. He'll get a talking to. No,
No,
it's not
they
August.
won't talk to me.
It's when did we say August 12th, Jason? Is that what you said?
I think the week of August 12th is
Yeah.
our timeline.
We'll
right?
let you know. We'll let you know the exact date. How about that, chat?
Gen Con, and then, yeah, pop in close.
Yeah.
Look at that thigh right there.
Yeah.
Look at the blending. Look at the blending that the One Step does. It takes the airbrushiness of it, right? Because you can see the airbrushiness still, and it just tones all that down, but keeps the highlight nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's actually bringing a lot of that warmth back up because of the bronzy undertone in this.
Yeah, look at that.
And giving me that darkness in the recesses that I want. Doing it all. It's very nice.
Probably look good on the teeth, too.
I'm just going to put this on the
Yeah,
teeth and eyes, too, because it's that kind of grandma smoker color.
Grandma smoker, can that please be the flavor text?
Grandma was a smoker. Yeah, that's perfect. Sometimes you make the right choice, Chet.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you get a C- producer.
Easy now.
Easy now.
Easy there now, Mr. Ninja.
Whoa. I'm not the ninja.
That's Kyle.
Kyle was the ninja.
Shout out Kyle Ninja.
Viking ninja. Philip
was saying earlier, let's get Kyle some black pajamas stat. Is the paint edible? No. Jeff Brando, what color is that again, and how much did you mix with it?
This is a color from One Step Series 2 called Bronze Yellow.
It was all bronze yellow.
It is a amazing color, and it's one of those that when you look at it, it and the olive yellow are fantastic. And as you can see, that just changed a ton of how that looked there on the face. It makes it look like that was a lot more blending and work that we've done on the skin. But it didn't take away all the warmth, right? It didn't take away all the hot pink. It didn't take away all the orange. It actually added to it and made those jump out more than the bismuth yellow. It actually sunk the bismuth yellow into those colors.
Yeah.
Now I'm very happy with this skin.
Now that kind of makes that warm brown pop even better.
Yeah, now it'll stand off a little bit better. I think we'll have a lot. I think I'm going to like this a lot more. I already do. Yeah, that's really good. Bingo. Oh, I got to do the tail.
Towel free Monday. Yes. We're not painting towel.
The power of One Step as a color filter, not just a base coat color, right?
Yeah.
Because when we're using it like you see me using it right now,
beautiful filter. Yeah,
it's just filtering the colors we already had. We already had our base coats figured out, and I'm not trying to turn, Zenithold model yellow. I'm trying to take the yellow that was on there and just bring it together with those other colors a little bit more, provide a little bit more contrast. That worked great. I mean, that just literally was miraculous. So, winner. And this is how the color looks over white, the color that we just used.
Yeah.
Bronze yellow.
And
you can see it just has enough of that kind of burnt orange in the shadows. It's a fantastic base coat for things like Dirty Imperial Fists and things like that, where you don't necessarily want the whole primary yellow feel of them. You can do this, and all of a sudden you get gritty armor. You can also see that it's almost like an immediate base coat for non-metallic gold. I think when people get their hands on this, this and the olive yellow are going to make non-metallic gold just happen like boom.
Yeah.
Because you can put them down, highlight them, and be done. And it'll be amazing. So that was it over the top of here. The olive yellow is just, I think it's a little, I say it has a little bit more green to it.
The olive yellow?
Did I pull it out or something already? What with it? Did I not? What did I do? Oh, facing away from me. So the olive yellow is a little bit greener.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how that shows up on the camera. I'll show them next to each other.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, right? It is there's a big difference there.
Yep.
One's a little bit more olive yellow, the other one's a little bit more bronze yellow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Using the color to describe the color.
Better off, Ted. Did you miss the toenails, or should I say toe nails? Thank you.
I haven't done the nails yet. I still have to put basing material on there, so I don't spend a lot of time on the feet until after the basing material's done.
Nice. Looking good, Jason.
Yeah, I think that now I really like that skin. Now we just can highlight the skin back up, and a lot of it's supposed. I think if you look at these models online, a lot of these other bits are supposed to be armor and stuff, but I don't care. I'm gonna just keep it in this basic
I can't even
coloring,
tell actually.
like biomechanical. I think it works pretty well. They're more like naked with a little bit of loincloth.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I need to go back in, add one more layer of color to the rest of these items, and then wash them. And I think we'll be in a good spot.
One Wolf Paints. Great stream as always. Have a great night. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that helped with pulling the bronze away, right? So now I can highlight the bronze, and it doesn't feel like it's too much like the skin tone, and the browns.
Rattlecan, yeah, he does that.
What's that?
Jason gives you a little tease.
What's that?
No, you're using paints we can't use. You're teasing us.
Yeah.
There are perks here at Monument Hobbies. Getting to use stuff that you can't use yet.
Perks.
No.
All right, so what do we think,
chest
chat?
boxing,
Should we go? Should we keep going? This is a pretty good color test.
I think that's pretty cool.
Just to get us started. There's so many different types of models here, right? We've got like Centaur type bros.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of different. There's a Centaur bro leader. I don't know any other names.
What's the word you used to describe these? Not steampunk. It was more.
I like the word steampunk. I think they get bent out of shape and think it's more like a diesel punk, but I literally think the jacks are powered by steam. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like I think they have gas-fired boilers or something. I don't remember.
And the faction one more time. Somebody was asking.
Chimera Shadow Flame Shard. It's basically the Legion of Everblight again. They have like some big. That's a super heavy compared to Arbro. So they have like a big, this is called the Chimera. So it's or the Wyvern. Maybe this is a Wyvern. I don't remember. Yeah, this is a Wyvern. So they have like big, but like there's no feathers. It's all like mechanical looking. It looks like clockworks almost. It doesn't have gears, but it's definitely not feathers. It's like biomechanical H.R. Geiger-y stuff, which is kind of cool. So, and then like they have like eyeless sights, and none of them have real eyes. They have like holes in the cages in front of their face. There's some stuff like that. Big, four-armed dinosaur monstrosity type monsters.
Yeah, they got.
But again, there's like biomechanical stuff. It looks almost like Tyranidy, which the Legion of Everblight always had a little bit of that going on with the way the scaling worked on them and things. I don't have any of the old models here, but we had painted this guy a long time ago on stream, and then I just primed over all of them again. But we got a lot of models here. A lot of models, so I'm happy with that. I think that color scheme is going to work really well. And maybe we can get Jen to play a game if I paint the models in color she likes. It won't happen, but it's worth the wish.
Maybe that's what.
I have a dream.
That'll keep you motivated, Jason.
She asked me what was on my bucket list, and I didn't tell her. I said, I don't really have a bucket list, but I do.
Getting her to play.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get Jen to adopt an army, and she's gonna like to go to game night. She's gonna show up with her army, and she's just gonna know how that one army plays, and she's gonna roll dice with that one army, and she's gonna be the hit of the entire gaming group.
I don't think she's gonna.
We're gonna get her travel the globe. She's gonna be on the world professional team. It's coming.
I don't think
we're gonna create a monster.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yes, Avian. The answer is yes.
Is Jen gonna be annoyed with your bucket list?
Yes, the answer is yes. She will be annoyed with my bucket list.
Jason, I want to say, get your hopes up, but I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, this is the new Everblight. Some of the characters that are in it are like the sisters had their Athink shard or whatever they had. The shard of the dragon shattered in half, and some of that's with these. I don't remember how the story goes, but somebody was trying to tell me, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm never gonna remember this stuff. Yeah, Jen will just hit me with the bucket. Yeah. Michael Paints, right? You gotta have a dream. You gotta have a dream. We will create Team Jen hockey jerseys, right? So that she just feels the peer pressure.
I don't think it's happening.
Oh, here we go. Probably not. Probably not.
Jen, I told
probably not is not no.
She'll get to a no pretty soon.
Positivity, chat.
Jen.
Positivity.
We'll see. Probably not is a no.
Vipus right there with you, baby.
I don't know. Probably not.
Is there anything that untangles the lore on War Machine? I have not dived into the new lore. I've talked to some of the gamers in the area and said, hey, what are they doing to retcon some of the nonsense that happened when the Infernals and they blew up the world and they created a portal to go to the future and made a new game called Warcaster, and somehow now they're all in space. And I'm like, did they kill all that? And they're like, yes. There is still some of the aftermath of that war that was fought.
Okay.
So that didn't go away and the Infernals are still a faction. But the Orgoth have come back now, and the factions still exist. They've splintered further, and the big thing, like Signar still exists. They're redoing Protectorate, so Protectorate is coming back. I think they had that on their roadmap for the end of this year or next year. It might be next year in 2027 that Protectorate is a big thing. So I think Protectorate and Menoth will be back. Khador is still around. Signar. So Signar, Khador, Protectorate were the big three. They're still there. That still exists. The gods and all that in Emerald still exist. The rest of it, I don't know. Like the Trollbloods are different. They're the Brine Blood pirate faction, then the Southern Creoles, which is kind of like where Madrak and all that was, but I don't think Madrak exists. But you can still play all the old armies. They did a really good thing, and they brought all the old armies back into what they call Prime, so they have been balanced against the new armies, but you're just not going to get any new armor or models. So that's cool, because if you have old War Machine armies, chances are they work fine. Your old list, chances are your old list would still work fine. And and I would assume even be competitive. I have not tried any of that. I've only played literally one BattleBox game on Friday night, and it was fun, but I have no idea what's going on. But the game right now is awesome. Hot take, you don't care about the lore. I would say that I normally don't care about the lore until I do, and that's a duh kind of a statement, but the reality with War Machine is the Iron Kingdom's had some of the best lore. I put it equal to the Horus Heresy in terms of how it gets me focused into the game world. The Horus Heresy is great lore. It goes off the rails on some things, but for the main core story, I like it. And the Iron Kingdom's had the same kind of a thing, you know, like the stuff with Cain and his daughter being stolen by Crix and all of the undeath and they had a really good world built up. I mean, Larry Correia wrote books for them that were really good, so they've had a lot of really good lore. They just kind of shat the bed, unfortunately, for what they were doing with the lore. So I think that the new guys are trying to bring it back, so who knows. Banescar, glad you like it. I'm a fan. I think it's off to the right start. Like I said, I was inspired by Jen's little tiger model here, so that's kind of what I was wanting as the
inspiration,
the influence and the inspiration on it. I might need to add back some of the purple, but I still maintain a lot of the hot pink, the orange, and the yellow colors. And that wash we just did with One Step really kind of gave it the muting that I needed so that its vibrancy wasn't overtaking everything else on the model, but still maintain the color. So I'm a very big fan of what we just did with the One Step over it. And then I can glaze back in some purple in the shadows if I need to, but got me off to a good start and got me thinking in the right direction.
There you go. And maybe Jen will play a game.
She'd win. I think her big fear is that she's only ever won the game she's played. So I think she's very fearful that if she tries to play another game, she might lose, and then she beats her unbeaten streak. Because right now she retired undefeated.
Is that
3 games, 3
Jen?
wins. She played Monster Apocalypse. She played what's the old Greco-Roman Arena Rex?
Okay.
And Malifaux. She won all 3. So.
Okay.
No. You played the Iron Kingdom RPG? I never do RPGs, but there you go. If Jen plays games, bet on Jen. She just gets it. She sees the combo. The biggest thing that I've ever said, we played in Arena Rex, and I thought I had her. And this was like turn 3 or something like that. And I was like, all right, I'm coming for you. It's all going to end poorly for you. Get ready. And she holds up 2 cards and she goes, hey, if I do this thing that it says on this card and match it with this thing that says on this card, I think I win, right?
Maybe.
And it was one of those moments where you're like, no. And you read it and you're like, yes. I was like, how did that happen? And it's like, I don't even have to roll dice, right? I just win and we can stop playing. All right, everybody. Arena Rex is an awesome game. It has a lot of really, really cool narrative stuff, too, where you can play against big monsters and things like that. It's a lot of fun. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out, watching some paint dry as we do the bravery thing and then embark on a new color scheme and try to figure out how this army will look. There's only 40 more models that need this done to them, so maybe I'll get onto that some of that tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for hanging out.
Absolutely.
Make sure to check the links that Chris put in chat.
Yep.
Go check out our awesome learning tab on the site where you can catch up with all the videos that we've done and see them for yourselves after the fact if you miss them when they're live, as well as checking out monumenthobbies.com for the store, monumenthobbies.eu for the store if you're outside of the United States, and then join our Discord where you can hang out with us all the time and make some new friends, get some great inspiration, have a good overall hobby time. So thanks so much for hanging out. We do this Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monument Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona for Monument HQ. I will not be here tomorrow. Chris will be here with Baby J painting some orcs from the new 11th edition.
Yep.
And then I'll be back on Wednesday. So look forward to that and seeing you guys when I get back. So stick around. Chris is going to find us somebody to raid, so show some love in the chat we wind up in, and we will catch you back here tomorrow. Adios, gang.